answer. Bring the animal back to life. Bring the energy one more time. If you feel like letting go, you can take control. You can turn this all to something beautiful where you feel life gets you down, 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 gets you down, down, down. Say it louder, say it louder. Feel the moment, feel the power. Bring the animal back to life. Bring the energy one more time. Bring the energy one more time. Bring the energy one more time. Say it louder, say it louder. Feel the moment, feel the power. Bring the animal back to life. Bring the energy one more time. If you feel like letting go, you can take control. You can turn this all to something beautiful where you feel life gets you down, 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 gets you down, down, down. Say it louder, say it louder. Feel the moment, feel the power. Bring the animal back to life. Bring the energy one more time. Bring the energy one more time. Bring the energy one more time. Say it louder, say it louder. You're the question, you're the answer. Bring the animal back to life. Bring the energy one more time. If you feel like letting go, you can take control. You can turn this all to something beautiful where you feel life gets you down, 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 gets you down, down, down. Say it louder, say it louder. Feel the moment, feel the power. Bring the animal back to life. Bring the energy one more time. Bring the energy one more time. Bring the energy one more time. Say it louder, say it louder. Feel the moment, feel the power. Bring the animal back to life. Bring the energy one more time. If you feel like letting go, you can take control. You can turn this all to something beautiful where you feel life gets you down, 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 gets you down, down, down. Say it louder, say it louder. Feel the moment, feel the power. Bring the animal back to life. Bring the energy one more time. Bring the energy one more time. Bring the energy one more time. Say it louder, say it louder. You're the question, you're the answer. Bring the animal back to life. your soul to something beautiful where you feel life gets you down, 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 gets you down, down, down. Say it louder, say it louder. Oh, feel the moment, feel the power. Oh, bring me out of moment time. Oh, bring the energy one more time. Bring the energy one more time. Bring the energy one more time.
A very good evening. Welcome to World Cup 2026 as we get ready for the final. It is Spain against Argentina for a chance to be crowned champions of the world. Both have been here and done it before. Spain one-time winners in 2010 and Argentina the reigning champions and three-time World Cup winners. So both know how it feels to be top of the world. They're both top of their continents and they both want to conquer the planet once more. Well, we talked about the precursor to this, the bronze final that absolutely electrified things this weekend. A 6-4 win for England over France at the Hard Rock Stadium yesterday. An incredible game. But this one is all about the glory and the success of who can come out on top in the biggest, most difficult of atmospheres. And what it has been a spectacle already at the New York, New Jersey Stadium at East Rutherford. It is currently the US national anthem being sung by Jennifer Hudson in the centre of the field, and it's been a very packed New York, New Jersey field, shall we say, right the way over the last hour or so. Performers aglow, certainly filling the stages. But let's have a build up to this. You know, what a World Cup we have been witness to. 103 matches. So much quality and so many amazing moments. But this has been the path to the final, of course. Spain, Argentina having to come past Switzerland and England for Argentina, and Belgium and France for Spain. And now they face one another to see who will be crowned world champions. Well, Spain, they've been crowned world champions before in 2010. This is their best performance at a World Cup since they were world champions. Their last World Cup defeat in 90 minutes was a 2-1 defeat to Japan in the 2022 group stages. They've won 6 of their 7 games at this tournament. That was not intentional. And have only conceded 1 goal across the whole tournament at Spain. That was against Belgium in their quarter-final. Well, for Argentina, they're the reigning world champions. They're 3-time world champions, having won it in 78, 86 and 2022. They've reached 5 World Cup finals before. They've won 3 of those. and lost the other two, and are unbeaten since their opening group match of the 2022 World Cup against Saudi Arabia. They've won all 7 of their games at this tournament and have scored 19 goals. That's the third most. Only England and France, who scored hats full of goals yesterday, have scored more with 20 each. Argentina can better that if they can score at least 2 today. Well, for Spain, this has been their path the whole way through the tournament. A draw in the opening game against Cape Verde added some doubts to whether Spain really could build upon their European champion status. Then it came Saudi Arabia, Uruguay. They topped the group with 2 wins and a draw and 7 points. Then came Austria, who they breezed past. A tough but hard-fought win against Portugal in that 1-0 win in the round of 16. Then it was Belgium, who made it trickier for Spain than anyone else really in the tournament. And then seemingly a France side who didn't show up in the semi-finals. And when it comes to Argentina, well, they've been perfection right the way throughout the tournament. Defensively, leaky. After keeping 2 clean sheets in their first 2 games, they started to leak goals and haven't kept a clean sheet since in any of the last 5, but have been able to score at least 3 goals in 4 of the last 5 games, and needed to in those moments. Jordan with the 3-1 win over Argentina, 3-1 win over Jordan, shall I say. Cape Verde then came to be their toughest task, bring them all the way to extra time, but they saw out the debutants. Egypt were 2-0 up against Argentina, but lost 3-2. Switzerland, they were also in a fight with Argentina, brought them to extra time, but 3-1 winners were Argentina. And England were also the most recent of opponents, who were 1-0 up England until the 84th minute, when Argentina levelled and then went on to win. So an incredible, incredible job from Argentina to be 100% at this stage. And the last 6 finals, only incredibly, listen to this, only 2 of the last 6 World Cup finals have ended in 90 minutes. 2 of them in shootouts and 2 after extra time. France and Croatia and Brazil, Germany are the only 2 games since the turn of the century that has ended in 90 minutes in a World Cup final. And we were absolutely treated to an incredible final 4 years ago. When it comes to these 2, it's been a record-breaking tournament. Michael Olise, the most assists in a single World Cup tournament. France and England, the 3rd highest scoring World Cup game in history with 10 goals. Messi, with 33 appearances, becomes the player with the most appearances at World Cups. Messi and Mbappe both breaking the goal-scoring record, which currently is held by Mbappe. Messi could break it today. The most games at 104, and of course, the highest number of teams ever at a World Cup of 48. The highest scorers at the moment, the top scorer Kylian Mbappe, the playmaker Michael Olise with 7 assists, and Unai Simon currently has the Golden Glove, and he will receive that at the end of the game with not even a need for a clean sheet. 6 clean sheets has him all but secured for that. In terms of all-time goals, Mbappe tops the list, Messi in second on that. Can be overtaken today. Messi could go top, and he could go top of this as well. The Golden Boot race, it's Kylian Mbappe with 10. Messi needs at least 2 goals and an assist to overtake him with assists, but 3 goals, a hat-trick in the final, would see him outright the Golden Boot winner. So looking forward to all of that. But we have had one hell of a journey at this World Cup, and it is now time to recap some of the best moments. Welcome to World Cup 2026.
Ball swung in. Beautiful header from Raul Jimenez. That was pinpoint perfect. And Mexico double their lead.
And behind for Saibari. Oh, what a finish. Allison came for it and was absolutely beaten by Saibari. And that is one hell of a goal for Morocco. The shots finds the back of the net from Kyle Larin. That's the level that they've been desperate for. The man who's not long on the field. Talk about an impact substitution. Somerville on his left, trying to angle 1-0. What a finish. Gorgeous from Crescentio Somerville. Rolls it in the bottom left corner. And the Dutch are in front again. Oh, what a goal! That is a rocket! A bolt from the blue. That is wonderful finish with aplomb from Emma Mashour. Lise measuring one behind Mbappe! There's his moments. There's France's goal. Olise with the ball. Mbappe with the finish. Maybe a bit of poetic justice for France. Saka does well there. They could finish it here. Rashford onto his right. Rashford! 4-2. Beautiful from Marcus Rashford. England 4, Croatia 2. That is going to be game, set and match. Manzambi to Vargas! Wonderful finish. Ruben Vargas again, the difference maker for Switzerland. Heartbreak for Canada early in the half, but what a start from the Swiss. Headed on the front post, and it's forced in by Plata. Fabulous, roofing the nets, and that is wonderful from Ecuador. Straight from the corner. Plata with the finish. Dembele onto his left again. Dembele! My goodness me! He took his first one and said, I gotta do it better. I don't know how he did it better, but he has. Norway 0, France 2. Ousmane Dembele, the Ballon d'Or holder, is on fire in this game. Wonderful postage stamp finish into the top right corner. We thought Haaland was the main threat. Well, stand up and take a bow. Antonio Nusa. Pedri into Cucurella. That's a banger. Yadabal on a plate. That was class. Absolute beauty. It was a simple sidestep finish from a Mikel Oyarzabal. That's as easy as you like for Spain, but it had been coming. It's headed in from Ibrahim. Egypt take the lead. Cuts it back across, and that one is in by Zico. It is 2-0, and surely they're not going to disallow that one. Messi with the ball, weighted in, the header finds a way in. It's come off Christian Romero's head and into the nets. And Argentina on the scoreboard. Now the shot is in by Lionel Messi. 2-2. Ball in, header. Oh wow! Enzo Fernandez. 3-2 Argentina. Mbappe angling one. That is incredible from Kylian Mbappe. Oh, bundled by Lamens and forced home by Spain again. It's Mikel Merino again, the hero for Spain. Corner is Pedro Porro and behind. Finds the seconds. 2-0 Spain. Pedro Porro again for La Roja. And the European champions double their advantage. Spain are into the World Cup final for the first time since 2010. The European champions are on a charge to conquer the world and are now just one step away. Across it comes and in it goes from Anthony Gordon. Jolly on the spot for England, who take first blood in this semi-final. Will be Enzo Fernandez again! That is incredible! Level are the world champions. Cups his ears. Enzo Fernandez. Third time in this game he's gone from one for distance. It's third time's a charm for Enzo Fernandez. You feel like England are hanging by a thread. Ball in, and it in! It's 2-1 Argentina. It's Lautaro Martinez. They go absolutely nuts from the bench. The comeback kings, the reigning champions, once again have done it. They're into back-to-back World Cup finals, and they might go back-to-back. They're just one win away from being immortalized in World Cup folklore.
Bring the energy one more time.
A very good evening. Welcome to World Cup 2026. Thank you very much for joining us for this one as we get ready for the biggest game in the world, you gotta say. The 2026 World Cup final from New York, New Jersey, as the players emerge from the tunnel and ready to take to the field for the national anthems. The game is just moments away from getting underway, and these two teams, the champions of Europe against the champions of South America, take to the stage, and only one can reach the top step of the podium. And who will get there, and who will just miss out at glory on the world stage? Can Argentina do it back to back, or will it be Spain's turn to once again launch a golden generation for the world to witness? Let's have a look and see how both teams ready and awaits their lineups. It is Spain first, Unai Simon in goal, a back four of Pedro Porro, Pau Cubarsí, Aymeric Laporte and Marco Correa. In midfield is Rodri alongside Fabian Ruiz, with Dani Olmo in the 10. Alex Baena and Lamine Yamal are the wingers, with Mikel Oyarzabal up front. On the bench for Spain for this one, Raya, Joan Garcia, Eric Garcia, Pubil, Llorente, Grimaldo, Gavi, Zubimendi, Marino, Pedri, Pino, Iglesias, Torres, Williams and Munoz. For Argentina, Melemi Martinez starts in goal. He was the Golden Glove winner back in Qatar 3.5 years ago. Well, he starts in goal this evening. Montiel, Romero, Lisandro Martinez and Tagliafico are the back four. Alexis McAllister is alongside Enzo Fernandez in midfield, with Nico Gonzalez out on the left and Rodrigo de Paul on the right. Lionel Messi and Julian Alvarez are the front two for Argentina. On the bench for the world champions, Rulli, Musso, Medina, Senesi, Molina, Otamendi, Palacios, Lo Celso, Simeone, Paredes, Paz, Almada, Barco, Lopez and Lautaro Martinez, who scored the winning goal in the semi-final to carry Argentina to their second successive final. It's history on course. Lionel Messi, only the second player ever to feature in 3 World Cup finals, and a chance for him to not only solidify it, but immortalise himself as maybe one of the best, if not the best, of all time. It is the 2026 World Cup final. Spain against Argentina. Kickoff is on the way next. Very good evening. Thank you very much for joining us for this, the 2026 World Cup final, live from New York, New Jersey, at MetLife Stadium, the home of the New York Giants and the New York Jets in the NFL, and now the home of the 2026 World Cup final. One of these two teams will never forget this moment, and never forget this day in the players' lives, the day where they could become world champions. Quite a few of these Argentina players have done it 3.5 years ago. For these Spanish players, a lot of new blood breaded in. For all of them, it will be a new experience. Spain have never reached this stage with this crop of players. It is a new era with Spain, and it is a continuation of a dynasty for Argentina. Reigning World Cup champions and back-to-back South American winners with the Copa America. They are now on the stage to try and do it again, and it will not be forgotten anytime soon. This incredible World Cup that has continued to deliver right the way through. It's had its controversies, as they all do, But one thing that always stands in the way of controversy, and it does all the talking, is the football. And that is what is so exciting, and what we cannot wait for this one. Our referee is from Slovenia, Slavko Vincic. Many who watch European football will know of Slavko Vincic and his emotional reaction to getting awarded the World Cup final by FIFA. And Slavko Vincic now has the chance and takes charge of one of the biggest, if not the biggest game in the 4-year footballing cycle. He's got the ball under his arm with his officials, Slavko Vincic. We know he's been on the European stage in the Europa League and Champions League. It's taking charge of finals as the two captains come over, Rodri and Lionel Messi. Rodri called Lionel Messi, for him, the greatest player he's ever seen before the game. There will be nothing to share between them for this one. Our VAR is German Bastian Dankert, and we'll see how he fares. Let's hope VAR doesn't overshadow what is set to be a blockbuster event that is unique for many of us, that will have a halftime show that has been a spectacle like no other on the world stage, and it is getting even more exciting as the minutes go on. Of course, we were meant for a top of the hour kickoff. We're a couple of minutes late for that, but it's all the pageantry that we have of this World Cup. Why wouldn't it be exciting like it is? As they're reading out the team news at the moment. You know, thanks for joining us. Just take this moment while we are awaiting the kickoff to thank everybody who's joined us throughout the tournament. It's been an incredible World Cup. LFS started back in 2022. The World Cup was in the winter of that year. We had some issues that FIFA didn't really like us back then, and we didn't know what to. It was amateurish what we did, but we've worked. We've come back. We're here working on the World Cup final. Thank you all for joining us. It's up to you. It's everybody who's joining us. That's why I'm here and why LFS is here and still going to this day. Thank you all for your support. It's so incredibly appreciated, and we will not want to miss a single moment, and you'll not want to miss a single moment, because we're back in the new season, 16th of August. Put the date in your diary for the new season to begin here in LFS, but it will come to a pretty dramatic ending, I suspect, between Luis de la Fuente and Lionel Scaloni's sides. Well, there's Michael Buffer. Love it. I mean, this we're going to see the most random of things throughout this. Well. Incredible. How he gets his voice like that is mental. Anyway, this will be a pageantry like no other. And quite interestingly, when Donald Trump and Gianni Infantino come on the screen, there wasn't a similar nice reception, let's just say. There have been issues getting into the stadium. FIFA had a glitch with their ticketing system, so there was major queues around about 20-25 minutes before kickoff to this. But we are underway for the 2026 World Cup final. And who will be crowned champions of the world? As the first century of World Cups comes to a close, in 4 years' time we will open up century number 2 and the centenary anniversary. Let's hope that we end the last 96 years of glory of football with another magical game in the 104th of this tournament. Two of the world's best doing business on the world stage in the World Cup final. You couldn't ask for an even better moment out of this. Here's Pedro Porro. We know what Spain will offer in this game. It's possession, it's dominance, it's control, it's composure, it's togetherness. Argentina need to be gritty, hard to break down, tough to beat. What they can do out of possession is so crucial. Here's Dani Olmo. Wide to Baena. Inside to Fabian Ruiz. Misplaced pass there, and that's going to be a late tackle from Pedro Porro on Nico Gonzalez. And Slavko Vincic gives the first free kick of the game the way of Argentina. He had a little grab at Nico Gonzalez there. Pedro Porro. Definitely a foul and an early Argentina free kick. Andy, thank you very much for joining us. Says it's a pleasure to listen to you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Really, really appreciate that. Thank you all for spending the last few weeks with us. 5 weeks. I mean, it's crazy to think that we sat here on June the 11th, beginning another World Cup. No, the longest World Cup ever, the biggest World Cup ever. Whether it will be the best World Cup ever, still to be decided. Here is Enzo Fernandez for Argentina. Fernandez, who played his part in getting Argentina here massively with that wonderful effort to level things against England in the semi-final. Here's a ball down the right-hand side for Montiel. Linking up there with Rodrigo de Paul. Both players were dropped for the last game. Molina and Simeone were in on that right-hand side for Argentina. The other of the three changes for Argentina from that semi-final win over England was on the left-hand side, Nico Gonzalez coming in for Leandro Paredes. A little adjustment from Lionel Scaloni. He's now been in charge of Argentina for the last 8 years. Took over in 2018 and has known nothing but success as the Argentinian head coach. 2 Copa America and a World Cup. Just shows how incredible they've been, Argentina, over the last number of years. In the latter years of Messi has been the most successful of their career, as Montiel there is going to be penalised for a challenge on Alex Baena. He argues, Montiel, with the referee, but the referee assertive and certain in his decision. That is a free kick to Spain. And the referee has a tough job of trying to set the tone in this game early doors. Ensure that the players know what line to cross and not to cross, really, in a sense, and how to tread that fine line. Here is Lamine Yamal. Ball into the box. Dani Olmo back to Yamal. Yamal! Right down the throat in the end of Emi Martinez. Well, the first real attacking danger of the game comes between Lamine Yamal and Dani Olmo. It's a deflected pass from Yamal that finds Olmo in the box, lays it back to Lamine Yamal, whose effort has just found its way into the hands of Emi Martinez. But Spain looking dangerous as Rodri wins it back high. Won it again. It's Yamal in, trying to square it. Bodies in the way for Argentina. But they cannot get out at the moment, the world champions. As Yamal recycles, Kubarsi not with the best of headers. That's covered by Laporte. He gives it away. And now the ball in behind for Lionel Messi. Unai Simon come a long distance. And he just got to that before Lionel Messi could take it away from him. Oh, goodness me. 30 seconds where both sides have looked dangerous. Spain a little bit sloppy with that. Laporte and Kubarsi just looked a little bit awkward. They just about dealt with it. Unai Simon did well. A Golden Glove winner for a reason. Unai Simon, 6 clean sheets. Only 1 goal they've conceded the whole tournament, Spain. By far the best defensive unit. Here is Baena. Ruiz. Across to Rodri. Switching it out to Lamine Yamal. Inside back to Rodri again. They will recycle for Spain. This is what we know Spain are all about. Having control. Both sides love the possession. Both have averaged over 60% of the ball right the way throughout the tournament, but not For this one, you expect Spain to have more of the ball. You expect Spain to be the team on the front foot, and Argentina more of a counter-attacking approach for this one. There's no doubt both sides have immense quality. As Laporte maybe showed a little glimmer there to Lionel Messi, who have a go. But they worked out of it well, Spain. The other ball drops deep to help out with Rodri. Rodri charging forward, the furthest man forward for Spain there, as couldn't find a teammate. Cucurella will pick up the loose ball. Olmo to Porro. Porro trying to go with a little 1-2. Porro trying to stay on his feet. The referee said no for a foul, which gets a few groans around the stadium and some complaints from the Spanish players. That Pedro Porro, if I can get my words out, was brought down there, but referee says no. I tried to say Rodri and Pedro Porro at the same time. I got Podri. So there you have it. Olmo under pressure there as he jumping in was Romero. The cover from Montiel allows Argentina to pick it back up. McAllister caught in possession. Good challenge there by Oyarzabal. Couldn't find the wide man, and Yamal, who'd come central. And that's going to be a foul as Tagliafico was brought down by the teenager Lamine Yamal. Yamal, of course, 19 years of age. Celebrated his 19th birthday just 6 days ago, July the 13th. Quite incredibly, the storyline about this Lamine Yamal, Lionel Messi situation is that Lamine Yamal and his parents won a competition back in 2008 for Yamal to be pictured with a Barcelona player for a calendar, and then one of the most famous pictures, Lionel Messi was that Barcelona player that Lamine Yamal, 5-month-old Lamine Yamal, was pictured with. An incredible image that has returned to pass. 19 years on, the two meet in a World Cup final. I mean, it is incredible, to say the very least, that story. But that's what football gives us. Incredible moments. Not only on the field, but off the field as well. That's what we have to celebrate. Well, someone's decided to allow Donald Trump to have a feel of the trophy. Let's hope that's all he's feeling up this evening. The less said about the US president, the better. He certainly centered himself in the final in this one a year ago in the Club World Cup final when Chelsea were crowned champions. It's all about him. Anyway, moving on. Here is Emi Martinez to Lisandro Martinez, launching it forward. Chested in by Gonzalez, but couldn't hold it up. And that was easily retrieved by Spain. Cubarsí and Rodri combining to give Spain possession again in their own half. Rodri with a switch out to the right-hand side. Yamal tried to take the touch, but just evading the Barcelona man. 10 minutes gone. 0-0. Certainly Spain with the best attacking chance of the game, and Olmo and Yamal combined. Inadvertent, but off the cuff. But dangerous nonetheless from the European champions. Kevin says, how about another 6-4? That wouldn't go amiss, Kevin, to say the very least. There would be nothing more American than the highest scoring World Cup final ever. I mean, that would be the most American thing I've ever heard. It would be true. It would be truly eclectic of this tournament, this unique World Cup, to have that sort of outcome. It's barely believable what we saw yesterday. Switch ball there from Porro, looking for the run of Baena. It will bounce over the head of Montiel, and Baena takes it into control. Cucurella. Ruiz to Rodri. Spain moving it silky and smooth at the moment. Here is Fabian Ruiz. Clips it into the box, just off the head of Oyarzabal, and Olmo couldn't really get clean connection as Lisandro Martinez sees it behind for the Spanish corner. Dangerous early cross in, over the head of Oyarzabal and ahead of Dani Olmo. And Lisandro Martinez, not the tallest, but certainly a tough man to beat in the air. And he had it behind for a Spain corner. First of the game. Baena will take. Baena to deliver for Spain. Right-footed, gets a lot of height behind it. It's breaking off the back. It was Olmo. He was tracked all the way by Nico Gonzalez. Olmo going for the switch. Right to Yamal on the right. Spain try and keep the pressure on. Yamal guiding it out to Baena. No way through there as two in sky blue in the way. And out for a Spanish throw on the far right-hand side. Andy says the epic tales, Cape Verde, Baby Yamal, we all find out we love the Mexicans. It's been a good World Cup. It's been a World Cup full of stories, full of moments, full of enjoyment, and some magical storylines, and that's why we love it. I mean, Cape Verde, probably the most incredible story in terms of just the feat of what they were able to do. They're the only team not to lose to either of these two in 90 minutes. Which is an incredible job for a debuting team at a World Cup to hold what would be the eventual winners and the eventual runners-up to a level game after 90 minutes. Absolutely unbelievable. Cucurella to Rodri. Out to the right-hand side is Pedro Porro. Direct into the path of Oyarzabal. It's bounced up off his foot. Again, Argentina struggling to get any of the ball really at the moment. Spain with 2/3 of the possession. Even when Argentina do get the ball, it's not in any danger or any threat, as Dani Olmo was quite crunchingly challenged there by Alexis McAllister. Let's see it. It's a dangerous one for McAllister, but yeah, he goes sliding in there. He's far too late, McAllister. It's not that the contact he makes, it's the aggression of the tackle and the challenge. Should get him a yellow card. He might just escape it, but it is dangerous from McAllister there. Can't allow that. You really can't allow things like that. The referee has got a tough job. There's a man we know well. Ron Burgundy, Will Ferrell, and then there's Pharrell Williams. The Stars out in their droves for this one. Well, the noise coming from the fans of the world champions. That was nice move. Rare bit of nice play from Argentina in possession as they will win the free kick there. Lionel Messi, brought down by Alex Baena. See this again, really good play down the left-hand side, and McAllister just guides it across to Messi, who was not given any time whatsoever by Alex Baena. Yeah, Messi will get minuscule time on the ball here. There's no question about it. There's no question whatsoever. It's about what comes afterwards, though. Rodrigo de Paul is the man standing over the free kick. It's a long ranger. He's going to go direct. I would suspect he wouldn't. It's a good... Well, that's a long, long way out. It's a good 40-ish yards. DePaul clips it towards the area. It's flicked over the top, and running in behind was Nico Gonzalez, but just over the body of Gonzalez, who couldn't take it into his grasp. Bounces away and behind for a goal kick. Nice idea, just too much on it from Rodrigo DePaul. A rare moment for Argentina in this game so far. All down the line here. Yamal on the chase. He's got Taliafico for company. Yamal cuts onto his left, spins it around the back, and that's into the hands of Emi Martinez. Well, every time Lamine Yamal's got on the ball, he's looked dangerous so far. And another attempt to whip a dangerous ball into the box. This time he just takes the extra yardage on Taliafico, then cuts all the way back inside and just tries to direct the ball low and hard round the back post for a late runner. Well guided by Emi Martinez. Unai Simon got a little bit off balance there with his clearance. It's going to be an Argentina throw down the left. Game starting to build. Ball all the way back here to Martinez. Now to Lisandro Martinez. Go long. Looking for the run of Nico Gonzalez. The bounce came well for him. He's got a man with him. He can't hold on to it. Porro does just enough. Heroic defending there from Pedro Porro, who got Spain out of a world of trouble. As Yamal and Taliafico come wrestling. And not too sure what way that's gone, but both were going full pelts for the ball. Yamal and Taliafico. I mean, that looked like a foul to me on Lamine Yamal. So we see the ball comes off the back of the shoulder of Nico Gonzalez and bounces really well for him. Spain almost caught out by an unlucky bounce of the ball. Pedro Porro, fabulous defending. Sees it away from danger just in the nick of time. Julian Alvarez was alert as well to try and get on the end of it. Now Penny says, come on Spain, kick ass. Giselle says it was a beautiful World Cup. It was. Really enjoyed it. It's been a fantastic World Cup. The next one, Spain could be the reigning world champions and the co-hosts. They will be the co-hosts, no doubt about it, but it could be co-hosts that are reigning world champions in 4 years' time, in 2030. Co-hosting along with Portugal and Morocco. Of course, there will be a game in Argentina because it's the centenary of the World Cup. There will be a few games played in Argentina and Uruguay and South America as well. So it will be truly a World Cup. 6 different countries there will be games held in the 2030 edition. Enzo Fernandez and Dani Olmo come clattering together, and I think Enzo Fernandez has won aside a free kick. There's Matt Damon. There's clearly one side him and his +1 are standing with, and that is Argentina. All over the top here. Again, danger for Argentina in behind with Alvarez, but once again dealt with by Spain. As Yamal gets in a tackle. McAllister wins the ball back, but he gives it straight back to Rodri. Now Yamal making runs off the ball with little combinations. Didn't quite work out as Messi lays it back to Rodrigo DePaul. First real involvement of the game for Lionel Messi on the ball. Came up with the 2 delivering moments, 2 assists in that England game for Messi. Added to his 8 goals that he scored at this tournament. The 21 he scored in the World Cup overall. He's currently second in that list again, after Kylian Mbappe scored twice yesterday for France against England. For him to not only take the Golden Boot lead, but also the lead in the all-time records for the World Cup goals at 22. Both which Lionel Messi can overtake if he scores this afternoon. As Alvarez finding Messi here. Drifting off the left. It's Messi trying to target a man. It's Alvarez trying to backheel it. Nobody there in the follow-up to help out. That's easily won back by Spain, and the flag was up anyway against the Argentinian. Almost well closed out there by Lisandro Martinez. Really good challenge. As Rodrigo de Paul heads it back, or plays it back, shall I say, to Emi Martinez. Dani Olmo, all the pressure there, and a bouncing ball for Oyarzabal to try and threaten. But Enzo Fernandez closes that door pretty swiftly. As Emi Martinez tries to launch, and that's going to find his opposite in the Spanish goal, in Unai Simon. Now 22.5 minutes gone. Spain 0, Argentina 0. Spain certainly the more offensively astute side, but only one shot in the game. It's been more of a cagey affair. And here's Cucurella. And the cross deflected by Rodrigo de Paul, and behind for a Spain corner on that left-hand side. We'll be heading towards the hydration break very shortly. Thankfully, we can say that's the last time that will be mentioned for another 4 years. Corner then for Spain. Delivered into the box. It's narrow, and it's easily caught by the Argentina stopper, Emi Martinez. Martinez, Taliafico, Enzo Fernandez trying to get on the ball and make something happen. McAllister does well in a physical tussle as Messi evades the first challenge by Rodri. And the referee's going to pull it back for a foul on Messi in the build-up by Rodri there. And he's just dragging back Lionel Messi, and Rodri inadvertently wins the ball back thereafter. So therefore the referee sees it as a foul in the build-up. And that's a free kick to Argentina, which will come after the hydration break, which will take place now. Well, while we do have this break in play, of course, at half-time, it will be an extended half-time. 25 to 30 minutes we expect the half-time interval to be, with, of course, the first ever World Cup half-time show at a World Cup final. Very Super Bowl-esque, that type of stuff. So that will be a very unique moment for the players, and a unique situation for them to be involved in. But while we do have the hydration break, it's a chance for both teams to just kind of consolidate what they've done so far in a moment, really. You know, I think at this point, Spain are exactly what you've expected of them. Controlling possession, kind of constantly trying to press and push Argentina back. And I think they've done well in moments, Argentina, of not allowing Spain to have too many dangers in and around the box. I think that's what they've kept to a minimum. The opportunities in and around the box for Spain have been to a minimal. 6 touches in the opposition box. Now that's, again, probably more than they want, but it's probably less than what Spain, or what Argentina probably could expect from Spain, and how aggressive they are in the 18-yard area of the opponent. And they've kept them around the vicinity and just pushed them away from the area. So they've defended their 18-yard box well, Argentina. But Spain can go to another gear, and you know that. Argentina can go to another gear as well, most definitely. Neither side are anywhere near their best right now. But that's what makes it so intriguing, is that it's who can get to that next level first. And you kind of feel, the way the game's panned out so far in the first 26 minutes, you kind of feel that this game could come down to who scores the first goal. I'm not saying that that will be the be-all and end-all, whoever scores first will win it, but it could massively affect the momentum and how things go. And I think if they get a goal before half-time in this, the team that will be behind at half-time will have a lot of time to stew over that goal they conceded. That's all I would say. Look at this. An absolute behemoth of a venue. There's Sir Mick Jagger. Not too sure who the man beside him is. There's Trevor Noah. Robbie Williams, who was involved in the closing ceremony earlier on. Getting all the stars in the shots while we had the hydration break. As that comes to an end, they get back to the more important stuff, the football, for the next 20 odd minutes before the half-time whistle is rung out. Here is Lisandro Martinez, going longer, looking for Alvarez. Kubarsi gets his head in the way, but McAllister tries to win it back, and the referee is going to say handball against Alexis McAllister, and that's going to be a Spain free kick. See it again here. Yeah, he did use his hand. Tried to engage the spirit of Diego Maradona there, Alexis McAllister. Oh, an awkward back pass. Kubarsi just bailed out of trouble by his keeper. That was an awful back pass. See this again. That is not the type of pass you want to be giving your goalkeeper. And closing it, charging down was Lionel Messi to try and pounce. Got away with that a little bit there, Paul Kubarsi. Rodri, right to Porro. Right to Yamal. Spinning on a bottle top again, and Tagliafico trying to stop him. All he can do is foul him to try and halt Lamine Yamal for the moment. Tagliafico penalised there. It's going to be a free kick to Spain. All out aggression again. Spanish bench erupting once more. The fourth official over there just trying to calm a few of the Spanish bench down after that challenge. And Tagliafico. Paul says Alvarez scores first, Messi scores too. Wow. Bold prediction. Actually, I haven't put that poll up. Why I haven't put that poll up is a little bit baffling, but I will put that poll up now. Cucurella trying to win it back well there. The ball from Enzo Fernandez over the top is miscued. And should be out for a Spanish throw. Two former teammates at Chelsea. Now former teammates, of course, with Cucurella moving to Real Madrid. There you go, there's the poll in the chat. Who wins the World Cup final? Let us know your opinions. Oh, that was an awkward throw in there again from Spain. A few nervy moments since the hydration break. They get away with it again, but the most confident at the back there are Spain, which is bizarre to say considering their record in the tournament so far. Not only for goals conceded, but also chances conceded, in terms of how the underlying numbers have proven how strong defensively they've been. Yamal tried the unique efforts, trying to find the run of Dani Olmo, but just a little bit narrow from Lamine Yamal. Couldn't find Dani Olmo. Half an hour gone. Spain 0, Argentina 0. Martinez with the long launch. Flicked by Gonzalez, looking for Alvarez, but once again dealt with by Kubarsi. The direct approach of Argentina hasn't really worked so far. They haven't been able to really lay a glove on Spain in those moments. Tagliafico timed his challenge well as Porro tried to find Yamal. As Christian Romero's found himself down a tricky, narrow alley here. Oyarzábal trying to press, but Romero finds a way out, as does Rodrigo de Paul, but given away cheaply by Montiel. Spain have it down the left now. Ruiz, Baena, onto his left, lovely little jink from Baena. Easily into the chest of Romero, who ends up clearing. He didn't have the whip on it, very flat cross there from Alex Baena. Dangerous though it may have been. However, not finding a key target in the middle. Porro. Again, unable to hold it up there. Mikel Oyarzábal, a clean challenge. Here is Alvarez. Romero. Martinez. Tagliafico down the line. McAllister just about keeping it in play as Rodri drags Alexis McAllister to the ground, and that's going to be a free kick. Quite a simple one for the referee, just pulling at the shirt of Alexis McAllister there was Rodri. That is a free kick. A very animated Spanish bench, I have to say. Of course they would be, it's a World Cup final, it's high pressure moments, but every decision we've seen, their reactions to this point. Let's see what Argentina can do. Their earlier set piece didn't have much initial quality with Rodrigo de Paul. What's this one from the wide area got to threaten Spain? Lionel Messi. All the two over. He takes it in stride. Mendes gets his feet in a little bit of a muddle. Messi tries to go on his own. Fabian Ruiz backtracking. Helps to defend the situation as Porro was caught. The referee will allow them to play on. De Porro felt a little pain there. Here's Olmo. Square to Rodri. Passes left, so Rodri turns to the right-hand side. Porro. Yamal, back to Pedro Porro. Rodri will now switch it to the left. Finds Laporte. On the way back to Pau Cubarsí, who was the lone man back there for Spain in terms of outfield players. Ruiz. Nice ball in behind. Cucurella to make the run. Cucurella trying to cut it back and cleared away by Christian Romero, but the flag was up anyway against Marc Cucurella. Got a little bit impatient there in trying to make that run forward. It wasn't too far. He was minimally offside. Incredibly close. Offside the call. Here is Lisandro Martinez carrying the ball wide. Nico Gonzalez played the ball off a man in Pedro Porro to win Argentina the throw. Well, of course, this is the best offensive side in the tournament in Spain against one of the most dangerous teams in attack in Argentina. As I said, only France and England in their freak result yesterday have scored more goals than Argentina. Only one more than them coming into this game. 19 goals Argentina have scored in their 7 matches. It's just short of 3 goals per game, around about 2.8, 2.9 goals per game. Spain have conceded 1 goal in 7 matches. Excuse me. Romero closing out the Dani Olmo pass. Oh, a little bit dangerous there. Enzo Fernandez pondering on the ball. Beautiful from Cucurella. Montiel did just enough to get back in, but Marc Cucurella with a lovely little bit of skill here. Look at this for a touch. Beautiful little flick with the back of his foot to spin him into real danger. And Montiel there with a sliding challenge to see it away. Yamal battling. Porro ensures Spain keep it. Rodri, nice ball up the middle. Good direct play there from Spain. Olmo wide to Cucurella, trying to go short. The low cross blocked by the heel of Christian Romero. Olmo now lifting it into the box, trying to peel off was Baena, but that's defended well by Argentina as Spain called for a handball just outside the box. Rodri and Kubasi ensuring Julian Alvarez has no chance of getting to the ball, and a free kick's been given. In any case, we see this call for a handball. Yeah, there's nothing in that. Alvarez with his arm straight into his body. Never in a million years is that a handball. Excuse me. Apologies. Cucurella wide to Baena. Cuts onto his right then, still going. Baena couldn't find the through ball to Olmo. Enzo Fernandez. Argentina just looking a little bit off colour in those moments. Giving it away a little cheaply on occasion. Porro. I mean, they've struggled the whole way throughout the half to really have any sort of impact in possessions, Argentina. It's been a real struggle. It's been Spanish control right the way through. Oh, lovely little flicks and tricks. Oh, yeah, the ball! Right down the throat of Emi Martinez. Beautiful silky football again from Spain. They just turn it on in a second. The little reverse pass from Fabian Ruiz. And the ball bounces for Oyarzábal. Just didn't hit it clean. Not the best of efforts, and Argentina was scrambling. Emi Martinez was in the right place to make the stop. A pretty comfortable stop for the Argentina goalkeeper. Cucurella. A bouncing ball that will send Baena into space, but very well dealt with by Gonzalo Montiel. Got the measure of that one perfect. Needed to. Baena was breaking in behind. Something different there from Spain. Here's Lionel Messi on the right hand side now. The side of which he tore that English defence to pieces in the latter stages of the semi-final. Here's Alexis McAllister. Fernandez down the line to De Paul, inside to Messi. Beautiful little flick to Alvarez. This is nice from Argentina. De Paul, not much room there. De Paul will get it back and spins it into the middle. And Lisandro Martinez fully committed to his challenge, and that's going to be a yellow card for a foul on Mikel Oyarzábal and the Man United defender. The first man in the book, I believe. I am correct. Remember in the England game as well for Argentina, both Romero and Martinez were on yellow cards. And they treaded that very fine line exceptionally, Argentina. Need to do something similar here, which is not an easy feat against the Spanish. Cucurella stopped in his tracks. Rodri back to Laporte in the last number of minutes of the first half. Lacking a cutting edge in the final third. This game so far, it's been finely poised. Spain very patient in their approach. Very patient in their approach. Kubasi, that's a nice direct ball into the path of Oyarzabal, who finds the ball round the corner. It's Porro lifting it in. No one round the back. Central was Olmo and Baena round about the penalty area. Porro's ball was deep to the back post. See this again though. It's the direct ball. Line breaking pass from Kubasi. Well held up by Oyarzabal, who spins it round the corner for Porro, making that underlapping run. And as Porro just tries to lift it across, just puts too much on it. And it's in the end dealt with by Emi Martinez in the Argentinian goal. It's McAllister. Wasteful pass there. Yamal trying to carve through. Get it back again, Lamine Yamal. Rodri to Cucurella. Back to Kubasi. Spain continually trying to up the tempo and raise the game. And the energy. Argentina trying to halt them at every step of the way. Here's Cucurella. Got to go from range and zipping wide from Marc Cucurella. He tried the accurate one into the far corner from range, and he wasn't too far away. Marc Cucurella striding onto his left foot, following right the way through, just dragging it slightly wide of the right hand post. And an issue here for Argentina on the back of this. The man who's just found the referee's book, Lisandro Martinez, is down and in need of some treatment and in need of a substitution, you would suspect, from the hand signal there from Emi Martinez, suggesting that Lisandro Martinez cannot continue. It looks like Nicolas Otamendi is going to be coming on for Argentina. That's going to be the switch. Lisandro Martinez off. And Nicolas Otamendi is coming on. And that's never nice to see in the biggest game. Well, that is the harsh realities. Last minute of the first 45, of course, we'll have a few minutes of added time. Emi Martinez to hoof it long. First header won by Olmo, second by the new man Nicolas Otamendi, only on the field. Aggressive in trying to win the ball here, Argentina, as Gonzalez wins the ball and strides down the left, runs into Porro, who puts it out for the throw. Can Argentina have a flurry before the half comes to a close? A Spain side who have not been behind for any moment, a single moment in this tournament. Not a single moment. There's a ball in behind. It's a threatening one for Alvarez, but Simon again. Sweeper keeping at its best from Unai Simon to see it away from danger. 4 added minutes for Argentina. For the first half. Say as Argentina win the ball back. Here is Nico Gonzalez. Lovely close control. Gets past Porro. The aid of Dani Olmo does Porro, and Porro is able to retrieve it back with the help of his teammate. Spain have it now with Cucurella out on the left. Trying to measure one in behind. But misdirected that one towards Alex Baena. Right for a Argentina throw. Will we have a moment before half time? to see either one of these two try and take the advantage. Better play from Argentina. Here is it. Loose ball to cross the midfield, trying to find Messi, as again smothered by the Spanish midfield. And you kind of feel every time, and the rarity that they do get forward, Argentina, they cannot for the life of them hold it up in the final third. It's just constantly being ricked away from them by Spain. They're just not allowing Argentina any sort of room in the final third whatsoever. Not an inch of it. And of course, we'll have a full first half debrief during the half-time. I'll also have a bit of a reaction to the half-time show, the first ever. We'll have the likes of BTS, Shakira, Madonna, Coldplay. The biggest artists in the world on the FIFA World Cup final stage to deliver the very first ever World Cup halftime show. Free kick here as Messi was impeded. Free kick to Argentina with about a minute and a half to go of the first half. Yeah, this is a loose kick from Mikel Oyarzabal just into the shin of Lionel Messi. Maybe a bit higher than the shin. Accidental, but it is a foul. Romero McAllister playing a little 1-2 there. Change of angle from Fernandez is again misdirected straight the way through for Unai Simon. There's no one really making those runs unless it's Julian Alvarez, incredibly central right up the middle. There's no wide runners for Argentina, so when they're playing those long balls over the top, there's not like there's many options to make those runs. There's only one player really making a run in behind, and that's Julian Alvarez. So every time they play the long ball, they're just basically gifting possession back to Spain, because it's basically 1 against 3 or 4, and that's never going to work in your favour at that sort of level. Something they need to figure out, Argentina, to carry themselves forward. They've been a bit standoffish in this first half. Not anywhere near dangerous enough. Spain by far in control and the better team to this point. As we head towards the end of the first half, Martinez kicks long, and that is the half-time whistle from referee Slavko Vincic. So nothing to separate them as the half-time whistle blows. So far, Spain with the better of the chances, the best of the chances, the best of the moments, but nothing separates the two. The European champions and the South American champions are level at the break in the World Cup final. Half-time, it's Spain 0, Argentina 0. We'll be back for a full debrief plus reaction to the half-time show on the way in a few minutes. Do stay with us. Sure, one last kick. This is gonna be it. This is the moment. Vicario kicks this, and Liverpool are there. Liverpool are Premier League champions, and there it comes. Crystal Palace, for the very first time in their history, are FA Cup winners. Oh, he's found the net. Oh, what a goal! Kvaratskhelia is through, wants to add a fourth, and does so. Ahmad, oh my goodness me! That is absolutely unbelievable! Rice again. Oh! You thought he couldn't beat the first one. He's gone and battered it. Another whip ball in. The header is in by Virgil van Dijk. Incredible!
All this time, I've been holding on so tight, 'cause all that I do was easy to use. So call my time, but you weren't really mine, just something to do. Thought I never knew. No surprise, but nevertheless, I'm still stuck in self-defense. No surprise, but nevertheless, I get lost when I look in your eyes. I just want to be next to your I get lost when I look in your eyes. Do you even learning? Do you even leave now, make your escape. You know the fortune favors the brave. So close, just get away. No surprise, but nevertheless, I'm still stuck in self-defense. No surprise, but nevertheless, I get lost when I look in your eyes. I just want to be next to your I get lost when I look in your eyes. Do you even do you even I get lost when I look in your eyes. I just want to be next to your I get lost when I look in your eyes. Do you even do you even All this time, I've been holding on so tight, 'cause all that I do was easy to use. So call my time, but you weren't really mine, just something to do. Thought I never knew. No surprise, but nevertheless, I'm still stuck in self-defense. No surprise, but nevertheless, I get lost
Welcome back to World Cup 2026 live. Thank you very much for joining us in the live final. It's time to react to what will be the halftime show. The first ever World Cup halftime show, which is bizarre to say the very least. We're taking a wild guess that the second half will get underway in about 20 minutes' time. It's up in the air, but that's a rough estimation. As there is Madonna taking to the stage in a heart-shaped background. Fascinating. Fascinating. In their truly eclectic way. There's people on roller skates. I mean, she's not on the field. It's like in a corner of the stadium, like an underpassage in the stadium. There's R9 and Ronaldinho in a car now. I don't know where they're driving her to. Maybe out onto the field, but it's unique, that is. But this whole thing is unique. It's bizarre to say the very least. I mean, there's no way R9 is driving that. He's just sitting there, pretending to drive. That's been remotely driven, obviously. There's no way they could trust him with that. Well, she is driving down a tunnel of sorts. I think it's somewhere in the stadium. And she will emerge. And it's flashing pink lights, as expected, dancing. And here they come. Madonna leading both Ronaldinho and R9. Out from the tunnel. Pales in insignificance in terms of height-wise to those two. Wonder if they'll start dancing. They did their dancing on the field years ago. So Madonna's had her moments. Now to Sesame Street. And a choir as well. Led by some of the most famous Sesame Street characters. Unique melody of things. Everybody in all sorts of colours on the fields. You can't help but hum along to that. Of course, this halftime show is presented by, of course, Global Citizen, which is a wonderful cause. And, of course, I'm not here to promote that, but if there's ever a cause to be promoted, as the Norwegian Viking row is taken up. One of the stories of this says, here comes BTS. Global superstars who were actually performing in Paris just a day or two ago to the French president. Well, from the French president to the US president. As Jungkook, BTS. And Jungkook actually performed at the opening ceremony of the Qatar World Cup in 2022. They have sold out shows. They're currently on a world tour after their return from, of course, the military enlistment that they were on. I have to say, I am an army myself. If you wonder why I know so much. It's the singing Dynamite, one of the biggest hits that gripped the world during COVID. And no wonder why, an extremely catchy song. You have to say, I mean, what a job they've done, come from all the way from Paris to New York. See, one of their songs has that in the title, but Paris to New York, just over 24 hours. And the unique performances, the synchronicity, and just their ability to bring the crowd involved. Many of the crowd will really have seen BTS before, many of the BTS fans, because of the real difficulty to get tickets to their tour. We've had their moments, so BTS, another one of the performers, ticked off. Now Ted Lasso. Of course, Jason Sudeikis, who obviously plays Ted Lasso in the famous series of the same name. Justin Bieber. And given a bit of a coaching moment from Ted Lasso. Justin Bieber. One of the biggest stars of a generation. The last 15 years. Certainly he's had a real beauty and a beat. That song going viral once again after his performance at Coachella. Many calling it Bieberchella, to the reaction of his involvements. That's what I'm saying. I mean, this is so incredibly unique in a football situation to have a halftime show. It's something to embrace, in my opinion. I think a lot of people have been very frustrated of, it's going to create a longer break during halftime, and the players, what about the well-being of the players and the fitness, and FIFA breaking their own rules in a way of the rule book stating that a halftime shouldn't be longer than 15 minutes. But you have to say, in unique situations and unique moments like the World Cup final, sometimes it needs to be a spectacle that's watched by over 1.5 billion people worldwide. The most watched sporting event in the world. It needs to be celebrated. The sport needs to be celebrated in line with its popularity and its ability to grip every single one of us around the world. As Justin Bieber sings Hallelujah. Not the traditional Hallelujah, but Hallelujah of some sort. With some pictures of fans celebrating on the big screens, showing the togetherness of this, the World Cup. 48 nations who came together to play one sport. That's what it all comes down to. As here is the main attraction herself, Shakira, who once again has done it all over again, producing another absolute banger of a song for this World Cup. All the way back in 2010 when Spain were world champions, she sung one of the most iconic World Cup songs ever in Waka Waka. It's continued to produce. And now Die Die is the song. And the main kind of lyrics, Die Die Iko Ale Dale Let's Go, is let's go in many different languages. Burna Boy as well on the song. I have to say, it's so catchy, incredibly catchy. I mean, you can't help but just bop along to it. You can't tell how much self-control I have right now not to be singing this along with her. You don't want to hear that. And there's kids along with her, dancing along. Beautifully choreographed, by the way. Some really young kids there dancing along like it's their life's vocation. Incredible. It's so catchy. And that's what makes a great World Cup song. Something that has that togetherness and kind of shows the spirit of football. Involves obviously the whole world. Gives that feeling of unity. Shakira's had her moment. There's Pele, historic clip of him saying love. And now some young kids led by Chris Martin, of course the lead singer in Coldplay, who's been involved in producing this whole halftime show. There's Miss Piggy in the background as well. And Kermit the Frog. I mean, this is mental, but it's great. choir of well over 100 kids. Look at that. A moment they'll never forget. As love is spread amongst and around the field. That should be the message. Love, unity, acceptance, togetherness. In this most difficult moments around the world, that's what we all need to show. A bit of love to one another. It goes a long way. It's so American though. That's the one thing you can say about this halftime show. It is so American. You get it in the Super Bowl every year, but part of me loves it. I love the Americanization of it. But of course, we can't forget why we're all here. It's about the beautiful game. Football. Sport is what it comes down to. It's not all about entertainment. But it's nice, every once in a while, to have something different. Fireworks from every angle of the top of the roof of the stadium. In all different colours. And a rainbow effect. And that concludes the halftime show. What an incredible event. Incredible. Beautifully done. I have to say, really enjoyable that. Right, we're going to take a quick break and we'll recap that first half. And we can remember actually what happened in the first half in a moment. The second half's on the way very shortly. We'll talk about the first half between Spain and Argentina. 0-0 at the moment in the World Cup final. But what will come in the second half? That's on the way very shortly. Do stay with us.
All this time, I've been holding on so tight, 'cause all that I do was easy to use. So call my time, but you weren't really mine, just something to do. Thought I never knew. No surprise, but nevertheless, I'm still stuck in self-defense. No surprise, but nevertheless. easy to use. So call my time, but you weren't really mine, just something to do. Thought I never knew. No surprise, but done.
Welcome back to the 2026 World Cup final. We've had our halftime break. We're now all but ready for the second half here in New York, New Jersey. Spain 0, Argentina 0. Spain certainly had the better of it in the first half, but very little, if nothing, to separate them at this moment in time. Lots more to come from this one. You would suspect that this is far from over at this moment in time. We will have a winner. We will need to find a winner at some point. Who and when that will be is still very much in the balance. Of course, we had an estimation of about 25 minutes for halftime. We underestimated that a little bit because the players coming back out for the second half a little earlier than we expected. But it is greatly appreciated to see that they have quickly had that halftime show. They've dealt with it, they've cleaned it up, and are ready to get back to the football for this next 45 minutes at least, to see if we can find a winner in the next half. Otherwise, we might need more to try and find our ultimate champion. And of course, what a first half. In terms of, it wasn't the most offensively dangerous first half from either team. I think Spain had their moments, one or two moments, but nothing of where you would feel like that Spain have really majorly tested Argentina. It looks like there's going to be a half-time change for Argentina as well. Leandro Paredes looks to be the one coming on here for Argentina. One of the three changes to the starting lineup from this game, from the semi-final. So Leandro Paredes looks to be coming on. Certainly Lionel Scaloni won't be happy with how his team's first half went. They didn't have a single shot in the whole game, only 35% of the ball for Argentina. Passing accuracy of 79% and not a single touch in the opposition box. So they really struggled massively to get forward, as we would expect, as we were expecting against this Spanish side, that it would be difficult for Argentina. So Paredes is on. I think it's Nico Gonzalez that's come off in his place. As the countdown is on for the second half to get underway. 45 more minutes at least. See if we can find a winner. Spain get us going for another 45 here in New Jersey. Just a few miles away from the Big Apple. But who will have the bite of the cherry to start this one? And have first blood in this World Cup final. A little bit loose there from Argentina, almost giving Spain a chance right from the off. Paredes carries. Alvarez. All the way, comes back now. To Leandro Paredes. Squares a ball. That was a poor pass again. It's given here to Alex Baena. Baena with the shots. Emi Martinez with the save. Down to his left-hand side. Again, a really poor telegraph pass right across the midfield. Shocking from Argentina's point of view. Baena's the one to pick it up. And as he cuts back onto his right foot, round the edge of the D, just doesn't have the sheer pace on the shot. Emi Martinez makes the stop to deny Alex Baena the opener in this World Cup final. Montiel into McAllister. Switches it out to the right. Rodrigo de Paul making the move. Has to play it back to Montiel. Now Messi. Paredes. Back to Christian Romero. Nice square to Nicolas Otamendi. Of course, what we saw from the first game is that a lot of the tournament, Enzo Fernandez has been playing wider for Argentina, more of a free roll, drifting wide. He's been very central in this game. They've struggled to find the opportunities in the wide areas, Argentina, with the successes they did in previous. As Montiel battling there with Aymeric Laporte. And it's going to be going the way of Argentina here. Yeah, oh. Might have just come off Montiel last there, to be honest. That should be a goal kick. Laporte. Incessant. They've given a go. They've stuck with a corner. Corner it is. Lionel Messi to deliver. Left-footed, it's narrow. Dealt with at the front post, and I think it came off McAllister last. It bounces behind for a goal kick. Scaloni trying to argue his team's case, but it was quite clear it come off Alexis McAllister last. And that will be a goal kick, which has already been taken by Spain. Here to Unai Simon, who will hoof it long. Again, that time it will come to Emi Martinez. That was kind of the idea of Argentina in the first half. Kick it long and hope, and Spain a little bit impatient there in kicking it long. Decent start to the second half though from Argentina. They do need a positive spell in the game. They do need something positive to emerge. No room for Montiel to get through there against Alex Baena. There's going to be throw into Argentina. I think they're readying more changes down there for Argentina. Paredes. Fernandez back to Otamendi. All the way back to Emi Martinez. To Christian Romero now. Rodrigo de Paul. Caught there by Baena. That's going to be an Argentina free kick. Yeah. A little bit late on Rodrigo de Paul there from Alex Baena. Nothing more than just a free kick though. Ball towards McAllister, who gets this header. Flicked on for Alvarez, who snuck round the back. There was calls of offside from Spain, but the referee plays on for the moment. Tagliafico. Alvarez back towards Enzo Fernandez. Looking for options, has to spin it backwards towards Romero. Now Montiel, down the line. Couldn't keep it in there, Rodrigo de Paul. Although Baena's gonna be penalised for a foul on Gonzalo Montiel. So that will be a free kick to Argentina. And just jumped in too quickly, too aggressively, Alex Baena. It's gonna be a free kick. Ball in the midfield. McAllister was beaten to it by Fabian Ruiz. Now Lamine Yamal drifting in field to get a touch of the ball and finds it back to his teammate in Cucurella. Now Laporte. Square to Kubasi as there's a collision off the ball. Rodri was the one that's down. Oh, there's Laporte being shoved and pushed. Oh, well, it's all being unnecessarily. I mean, it's Leandro Paredes who's been booked here. He's just pushing and shoving players for no reason. I mean, Leandro Paredes, I don't know what planet he's on there. I don't know what he's doing. But I mean, he's just shoving players to the ground for no reason whatsoever. I'll see it again here. It was Paredes and Rodri. I mean, Paredes just shoves him in the back for no reason whatsoever. Literally no reason. Yellow card for Leandro Paredes, whether that's for the foul initially or for the antics afterwards, but completely unnecessary, really. Completely unnecessary. Laporte going on a little mazy run to find Cucurella, who again has to turn it back inside. Both sides doing a good job of fending the other off for the moment. Loop ball forward. Rodri couldn't find his teammates that were angling up the top of the pitch, and Rodrigo de Paul back to help out with the possession for Argentina, but given away quickly by Emi Martinez. Almost smothered as he tried to take the ball. Alexis McAllister. Otamendi guiding it down the left. That will be an Argentina throw as it took a deflection on the way through. Free kick given there. Another Argentina free kick. Well, one thing that Spain don't want is to be dragged into a real physical battle with Argentina. They're the best at the dark arts. Last thing you want is to be dragged into that sort of game for the European champions. That's when Argentina know they've got you. That's when they'll come and really give it to you. As Montiel was pushed over there. Just a bit of frustration from Spain at the moment. It's getting a little bit peeved by the Argentinian play. All the way back to Unai Simon. The ball goes to Aymeric Laporte. Marjorie Laporte back to Simon. Oh, Simon squares it past Julian Alvarez into the path of Kubarsi. Nice work from Porro, finding Rodri. Little 1-2 touches. That's beautiful play. Here's a Oyarzabal. It's a 4v3. Mikel Oyarzabal rolls it through. Rodri tries to lay it back, and that wasn't good. A little bit loose there from Spain in the final third. Oyarzabal maybe could have had the shot himself. Rodri spins it wide. Yamal will get the ball now, sorry, from the wide ball. He tries to square it across. That's closed down by Enzo Fernandez. So it's to Rodrigo de Paul. Again, a little awkward. Ball bouncing around quite a bit, which you kind of feel will benefit Argentina a little bit more. This more chaotic feel around the game. Spain thrive in controlled, composed situations where they can be methodical. Once it gets a little bit scrappy, a little bit chaotic, that's when they can come loose. But this from Spain, beautiful play. Oyarzabal rolls it through. Fabian Ruiz just tries to roll it back to Oyarzabal again, and probably should have had the shot himself, really. He was angled all wrong. He'd already set himself up for the back heel to play it back to Oyarzabal. That's a late run from Olmo. Works it beautifully. Olmo cuts it back. Cucurella was the man threatening. Seen behind for a corner by Gonzalo Montiel. Fabulous tackle. Beautiful run this from Dani Olmo, though. Fabulous pass by Pau Cubarsí. Perfectly timed run. The cut back from Olmo was wonderful. Perfect from Spain. But Montiel was there, alert, and did really well to stop Marc Cucurella with an absolute gift of a chance on the penalty spot to try and give Spain the lead. Beautiful moment, though. Corner it is then to Spain. So corner on the right hand side. Taken short by Spain. Here's Yamal. With his left, Porro with the deep delivery. That's going to be too deep. That's going to be seen behind. Laporte was the closest, but it was behind for a goal kick after all was said and done. Well, another change coming from Argentina. This will be their third change of the game. Spain yet to make an alteration to their starting 11. It's going to be Gonzalo Montiel who's coming off, and we're going to see the introduction of Nahel Molina. Straight swap at full back for Argentina. Remember, that will be their third sub. They've only one occasion to make any more substitutions between now and the end of the 90 minutes. 2 subs they can still make, but only one eventuality or one period to make that. You know what I mean. One chance is what I meant to make those 2 subs. You have to make a double substitution if they're going to make any more alterations. Spain still all 5 subs to their usage. 3 chances to make them. Nice from Cucurella. Oyarzabal drops a little deeper to help with the build-up. Kubarsi. Seen that in spattering moments throughout the tournament for Spain, where the centre-backs have got involved in that long direct ball for the runners from midfield. We saw there a little earlier with that Kubarsi ball to Olmo. It's carved through many's a team at the tournament already from Spain's point of view. It's a real secret weapon they have, just to try and break through an opponent's defensive line. It's so effective when they get it right. Here's Dani Olmo. Back to the right hand side, it's Yamal. Back inside to Fabian Ruiz. Rodri. Spain starting to push Argentina back a little bit more. Very defensive shape from Argentina. Out of possession. And that's going to be a free kick to Spain. Leandro Paredes is the one that's going to be penalised with a challenge on Pedro Porro. Yeah. Again, puts out a right leg. Gets nowhere near the ball and catches the man. It's as textbook a free kick as you'll ever see. It's definitely a free kick for Spain. And dangerous situation. Free kick around 24 yards out. Wide on the right hand side of the goal. And with the cut of the grass, it's around about 24-25 yards out. There's many a Spanish player queuing up for this. Well, the referee having a bit of an embarrassing moment there, spraying the foamy stuff, whatever that stuff they put down, for the free kicks to indicate where to put the ball. Sprayed it right into the face of Alex Baena. Luckily, the Spanish attacker was quick to get out of the way of the danger. 3 over this for Spain. Yamal, Oyarzabal and Baena. Bodies in the middle to target. Rodri, Kubarsi, Olmo and Laporte's hanging around the back post. It's Baena will leave it. It will be Lamine Yamal to take. Yamal with a left. Couldn't beat the wall, but it will bounce out to Baena. Baena tries the cross. Blocked, not fully away though, but yet by Argentina. It's Baena chases down. And the last touch off the Spanish attacker. Julian Alvarez does well to see it out for the Argentinian throw. Spain will go to their bench. We're going to see the introduction of Ferran Torres and Pedri. And they're going to replace Fabian Ruiz and Mikel Oyarzabal. So Oyarzabal and Fabian Ruiz off, and they're replaced by Pedri and Ferran Torres. First look to the bench for Luis de la Fuente in this World Cup final. Another Spanish free kick. Very stop-start as Nicolas Otamendi the one with the challenge this time on the new man Ferran Torres, who's only on the field a matter of seconds. Already in the clutches of Nicolas Otamendi. Former Manchester City teammates, those two. Ferran Torres and Nicolas Otamendi. Taken short. Here's Yamal. Battling and wrestling with Tagliafico. And the referee says no foul. That's going to be a goal kick to Argentina. So no foul on Lamine Yamal there, according to the Slovenian referee Slavko Vincic. Yeah, not for me. Good challenge by Tagliafico in my opinion. Clean challenge. It's not a foul. Long kick. Emi Martinez right up the centre of the field. Messi takes it down with a deft touch, but anything after that is a little bit clumsy from Argentina. So they give it away again. That's what I mean. There's very little hold up from Argentina when they get the ball long. There's no one that's commanding that space to help them up the field. Spain are winning, if not the first ball, the second ball, nearly all of the time. Just forcing Argentina back the way. Baena does well to eke the ball around the corner to Cucurella. The referee was going to blow for a foul, but he's decided to play the advantage for Spain as Olmo from range. Oh, bobbled up from Emi Martinez. And it will bounce behind a little bit, fortunately for Martinez, for the corner. Olmo went for this from range. Too hot to handle for Emi Martinez. Bounces up off the palms of his hands. And it spins around the goal and out for a corner. Far from convincing there from the Argentinian stopper. Lamine Yamal with the corner. Not just yet, as the referee ensures that Nicolas Otamendi and Laporte understand the physical rules of corners. Yamal to deliver, right hand side, left footed, it's low, it's direct, it's awkward. They deal with it though, Argentina, as Porro recycles. Back to Yamal, he will have another go at it. There's a better delivery! And it's headed behind at the front post by Paredes for another corner. Spain starting to turn the screw a little bit. And a better ball in the second time from Lamine Yamal, much more dangerous. Leandro Paredes though, the first and the only one to make contact. The jump and head it behind for the corner. Delivered in by Baena, a bouncing ball that was flapped up by Martinez, and that one is just about settled round the back as Argentina launch it forward. Away from danger for the moment, but as we hit the 65-minute mark, edging closer to the hydration break, it remains goalless. Argentina at the moment hapless when going forward. Not a single shot yet from the world champions. It's been very much a dampening performance in defence of their title. That's what makes them so dangerous. They can be silent and then explode with noise late. Here's Cucurella. That's why Spain need to take advantage when they can. Alex Baena delivers in early. It's a deep whip ball. And has to be headed behind by Tagliafico as Martinez got the measure and the height of that one all wrong. Saved by Tagliafico at the back post to head that behind to safety. Yamal again over to take this corner. Lamine Yamal, left footed, gets a bit of height, again away at the front post. Alexis McAllister to clear, picked up by Porro. Yamal beating past two, can he get to the byline? He cuts it back, the header is into the hands of Emi Martinez by Ferran Torres. Yamal just got there in the nick of time at the byline. The ball was evading his clutches. He spun it back in for his Barcelona teammate Ferran Torres, who leaped into the air but could only direct his header into the clutches of Emi Martinez in the Argentinian goal. There's an issue for an Argentina player. I can't quite see who it is. Is it Paredes? So that will trigger the hydration break to allow the Argentinian player who's down there to receive some treatment. I think it is Paredes. Or is it Romero? I genuinely cannot see. Looks like it's Romero, actually. Well, 3/4 of this game down. It is Christian Romero, by the way. And still neither side have found the breakthrough. He's thankfully back up to his feet without any need of help there, Christian Romero, which is a good sign. It's the last thing they need to do. Lose another centre-back, Argentina, through injury. Already lost Lisandro Martinez in the first half. Well, so far, nothing to separate the two teams. Spain again continually creating the chances, but Argentina fending them off for the moment. The world champions need a real incredible flurry of a 22-minute period here to try and battle back against the European champions, to show something in this game. It's been all very one-sided, that Spain have been the team in full control, albeit without anything to show for it on the score sheet. All that matters, though, is who comes out on top at the end of the game. And right now, we're no closer to finding out who that will be come the end of 90 minutes. Maybe even longer. Well, I haven't checked the poll in the chat. Here's Jay-Z and Beyonce. Carlos Alcaraz as well has skin in the game. Serena Williams. Zinedine Zidane, who will be taking over from Didier Deschamps of the French national side for the September internationals. So the poll in the chat at the moment, 54% of the chat saying that Spain will win, 46% saying Argentina will win. Keep those votes coming in, it's greatly appreciated. Thank you all for joining us for this one. It's been quite incredible to have your support right the way throughout the tournament. I think this is our 40th game we've covered in the tournament, so filled with World Cup action. We have one final 20-minute spell, you would suspect. I kind of feel this game will come down to one goal. We're going to see a double Argentina change, so this will be their final changes inside 90 minutes. And by the way, Christian Romero has come off in those double changes, so clearly an issue that he couldn't continue. And we're going to see Facundo Medina and Giuliano Simeone are both on for Argentina, and they have replaced Christian Romero and Rodrigo de Paul. So a double Argentina substitution that will make up all 5 of their subs inside normal time. Alvarez. Argentina try and create something down the left there, but not much room to do it. Seen how to play for a Spain throw. Well, one final roll of the dice in the next 20 minutes for Lionel Scaloni and his side to try and do something. Need a bit of World Cup magic. Remember, as I said to you, only one of the last 5 World Cup finals have had a result in 90 minutes. That was in Russia in 2018 when France beat Croatia 4-2 in Moscow. The last World Cup final went to penalties, which Argentina won after a 3-3 draw. 2 of the last 4 World Cup finals have went to extra time with 1-0 wins, including that Spain win in 2010 against the Netherlands. Spain won 1-0. Andres Iniesta, I think, scored the goal, didn't he? In that one. Rodri got a little awkward there. McAllister tries to measure a ball. It's one to chase down the left. Argentina with a rare foray forward here. It's Tagliafico, but no one to find as he plays it back to the man who initially played it to him, and McAllister. They can get something up the field. Little 1-2. That's better play from Argentina. Here is Messi. Sprayed wide. Simeone trying to square it across. Blocked by Pedri, who got back there. And now Spain with a bit of space with Baena. Game could open up a little bit. That's what we'd like. Here's Pedri. Wide to Pedro Porro. And to Dani Olmo. Finding Yamal, who tried to anticipate Tagliafico's challenge, but Tagliafico was even more alert. Here's Messi. Now Alvarez. Nowhere to go there, Julian Alvarez. They're just walking into a brick wall every single time they try and come forward, Argentina. There's one man that can unlock the door. And he's been quite anxiously quiet at this moment in time. Lionel Messi. Maybe that will be something for Spain to fear. Will they rue the chances they've created and not taken to this point? Yamal, lovely little bit of skill, beautiful footwork as he tries to direct it towards goal. Ferran Torres was nowhere near that one. Out for a goal kick. A bit of frustration, some nerves, probably filled with nerves. The thousands inside the stadium and around the world, the millions and billions that have skin in the game. Either of an Argentinian or a Spanish persuasion, or those who are rooting for one or the other from different countries around the world. What is going to unfold in front of our eyes in the next quarter of an hour? Going to see the introduction of Nico Williams here for Spain, as well as Mikel Merino, who scored 2 knockout game winning goals for Spain at this tournament already. Can he do another in the biggest of all? Dani Olmo and Alex Baena are the 2 making way. Mikel Merino and Nico Williams on in their places. It's quite incredible the impact that Mikel Merino has had for Spain. The 2 games he scored in, he's played no longer than 5 minutes. Portugal and Belgium scoring the winner in both games in the round of 16 and quarter final in a 1-0 and 2-1 wins, and he had a combined field time, play time of 9 minutes on the pitch. Unbelievable. He played more minutes against France in the semi-final, 12 minutes, than he did in the 2 games where he scored the winning goals for Spain. Mikel Merino, and now he's on here with 15 to go, at least. Along with Nico Williams, who hasn't been able to get going at this tournament. Injury ravaged to start the tournament. Hasn't really been able to kick into gear or maybe force his way into the side. Alex Baena is massively impressed. Now Nico Williams on for the latter stages of this to try and unleash some of his qualities, of which he has plenty. Cucurella, Rodri, Pedri. Good move this for Spain. Pedri! Right down the throat of the goalkeeper. He felt he was pushed as he was having the shot there. Referee said no foul, but again, lovely. Really good work from Spain, but again, a little easy from Argentina's point of view. Nicely worked. Just not the venom and the effort that he needed. Yamal finds Ferran Torres. Good movement this from Spain. Back to Yamal, who drags away from his man. Cuts it back towards the penalty area, and in the way was Facundo Medina, who sees it out for the throw. But Spain are pushing. Kubarsi's going to hit one. That's stopped by Martinez, then followed through. Flick back into the danger zone. Nico Williams now. He tries to cross it. Blocked. Out for the corner. Spain have put their foot down and said, we're going all out for this now. Pau Kubarsi from range. Well stopped by Emi Martinez. A spinning effort across goal. Difficult to stop. Did really well. And the follow-up kept it alive, and Spain win a corner out the back of it. Chance here. Nico Williams to deliver from the left. Williams right-footed. Flicked away at the near post, and the referee actually has a problem with that, whatever was going on in the middle, so it'll be a retake here. Corner then. Williams will deliver again. Deep this time to the back post. And Kubarsi was trying to throw himself at it, but that will sail its way through and out the other ends. Still 0-0. How different this is from yesterday's game. Incredibly different. An incredibly different atmosphere, different tension, a completely different feel, and rightfully so. It's all on the line. Not only 4 years of preparation, but whole careers for some of these players. I've been waiting for this moment. I've been building to this moment. Laporte. Kubarsi. Back to Aymeric Laporte. Marco Correa down the line. Williams. Into Pedri and back to Rodri. Kubarsi round the corner to Porro. Little 1-2 with Lamine Yamal. Porro back to Yamal again. Spain have been in dominant control right the way throughout the game. Like they were in the semi-final against France. They just haven't had the cutting edge off the back of it to find a goal yet. But that's a nice move. Yamal trying the cross early. That was blocked. It will be a corner. Tagliafico in the way of the Pedro Porro delivery. Another Spanish corner. This will be corner number 8 for Spain. That's more shots than they've had on target. They've had 7 shots on target, Spain, out of their 10 shots. Still, Argentina have not had a shot in the game. Incredibly. Corner taken short. Here's Nico Williams. Finds Pedri. Rolls it through. Williams off the back. Cuts it across the byline. Headed on. And into the hands of Emi Martinez again. It's Aymeric Laporte. And Martinez in the way to stop it. Cucurella was brought down there a little cynically by Giuliano Simeone, who's going to have a talking to by the referee, who's told him to calm down. Slavko Vincic there. He just unnecessary. I mean, what is that? Yeah, the header from Aymeric Laporte just kind of bounces up off, I think it's Medina or Molina, one of the two that are there. It just doesn't have the pace on it to carry it past Emi Martinez with any real great danger. They've done enough so far, Argentina, to stay in the game, but they need to show something to try and win it. They've done nothing. Literally nothing. It's really disappointing. Spain have been absolutely excellent. All that's been missing is the goal. Carla feel on the balance of things. They deserve to be the world champions right now, Spain, but it's not always how it works out. Pedri. Oh, a miscue there from Marino. Gives it away a little cheaply, but Rodri on the cover stops any sort of threat from the runner of Enzo Fernandez, who's going to end up in the book, who interestingly applauds the referee, Enzo Fernandez, giving him a yellow card rather than the other way around. Yeah, there's never a foul there. Smart from Rodri. Yeah. I have to be honest, if you want to play that physical game, if you want to give it, you have to be able to take it. Enzo Fernandez can't really be complaining. Argentina have been aggressively physical right the way throughout. First real bit of physicality from Spain in those moments. It's definitely not a foul from Rodri. Not in my opinion, anyway. 7 minutes of 90 to go. Still goalless here in MetLife Stadium, New York, New Jersey, in the 2026 World Cup final. No closer to finding out who will be crowned world champions at the end of it all. Oh, Marino carrying that one down. Wide to Yamal. Porro back inside to Pau Kubasi. That's around about the centre circle here is Aymeric Laporte. Cucurella. Nico Williams with the first touch inside, and he was dragged down, but the referee again says no foul. It was Molina with the stop there as Messi tries to roll it for the run of the Argentinian substitute, but dealt with by Laporte and Unai Simon. He's had nothing to do so far, Unai Simon. Very simple and easy game for the Spanish goalkeeper, but has to stay alert. That man, number 10, in the Argentinian colours, can produce something out of nothing. And that's what Spain have to be very aware of. As we get another shot of the US President and the FIFA President, along with the First Lady of the US. As I said earlier, less said about that, the better. Lamine Yamal reversing to find Ferran Torres. Couldn't get it across. Blocked. Out for the throw by Medina. He's looked dangerous since he's come on, Ferran Torres. It's not been his type of tournament. His involvements haven't been up to what he probably would have wanted or expected when he has come on the field. His impact certainly, but it's not easy. There's no bigger moment than this, though. Late stages of a World Cup final, 0-0. A magical moment could decide the world champions. Spain in the ascendancy, as they've been right the way throughout the game. Argentina trying to be as stubborn as they can to fend off everything that the European champions have had to throw at them. You kind of feel this game's got one of those about it at 0-0, where Argentina haven't had a shot yet. You kind of think they're going to have a shot at some point. And what will that come down to? What will that produce? Will it be a smash and grab right into the hands of Spain? Will the European champions be able to turn what has been their dominance and control into a win? I mean, the match momentum goes without saying. It's incredibly clear who's been the team on the front foot and on top right the way throughout the game, but that doesn't always transpire to be the team that wins. Right now, Spain are having their toughest task to try and break a team down, probably since Portugal in the quarterfinals, who held them 0-0 all the way to the latter stages, and they found a goal through Mikel Merino. Flick ball into the box. Ferran Torres! Wide it goes. It was Merino turned provider that time. Flicked it over the top. Torres made the run round the defence. Round the front of the defence. Made a late darting run round the back. did well. Just can't do enough to make enough out of it, and just kind of tops the ball out for a goal kick. If he got clean connection, that could have been incredibly dangerous. A very nervous looking Lionel Scaloni watches on. His side have been hanging on right the way through. Is there a change afoot? Remember, at this stage, only one man will be lifting the golden boot. And getting the golden boot, that will be Kylian Mbappe, who's too clear of Lionel Messi. Messi needs a double, if not a hat-trick, to overtake the Frenchman for the golden boot. The golden glove will be going the way of the Spanish goalkeeper, Unai Simon. Keeps a clean sheet in this one. It'll be 7 clean sheets. Be a record in and of itself. Cucurella, Rodri. And the first team to keep a clean sheet in a World Cup final. The last team to keep a clean sheet in a World Cup final, shall I say, was Germany in 2014. They beat Argentina 1-0 after extra time in Brazil. Could history be transpiring in that scenario here again? Kubarsi into the box. Not much room for Marino to try and pick out a pass as that's closed out. Porro picks it back up. Now Yamal trying to drive in field. Tracked all the way, but he creates the space. Still doesn't want to go wide. Finds Rodri. Swings it out to the left. Nico Williams. Less than 2 minutes of the 90 to go. Williams, no way through there past Molina. Nahol Molina. He had a bit of a meal of that forward pass out for a throw into Spain. Kubarsi, nice ball into Rodri in the pocket of space. Rodri from range over the bar. He's got it in his locker. Rodri, one of those shots from range, but not able to convert it anywhere near the target that time. Manchester City man. And a bit of frustration for Luis de la Fuente. Nerves fulfilling both sets of fans at the moment, who know this game is on a knife edge. It could go one way or the other in a split second. Messi, no room to manoeuvre there, but he does win the throw. Some of the football's greats. Sergio Ramos as well, first time I've seen him at the tournament. Iniesta, Xavi, Puyol as well. I mean, the last team, Spanish colours, the only team in Spanish colours to have won the World Cup, all in the gods here in New Jersey. Now 4 added minutes until a possible need of another 30. And remember, 4 added minutes for a second half, that's very low. Considering the many substitutions there's been, plus the hydration break, plus the stoppages in play, it's quite low for 90 minutes at any game now. It's not always a bad thing though. Remember the last World Cup, it was 11, 12 minutes of added time every half. It was ridiculously extreme, the amount of minutes that was added on. It's going to be a free kick here to Argentina. The referee is getting absolutely bulleted by Paredes with his mouth. Lionel Messi was the one down. He's held back to his feet by Aymeric Laporte. We see it again here. Yeah, Messi just run into Aymeric Laporte there. Yeah, Laporte made sure Messi was going nowhere. It's a cynical one. It's a free kick. Nothing more. Two and a half minutes of the 4 added. Argentina, remember, haven't had a shot yet. I'm just saying. They haven't had a shot yet. We said they'd have a moment before the 90 minutes is over to have a chance. Messi goes short. Wide to Simeone. Back to Lionel Messi, who's quickly closed down by 2. Finds a little gap for Enzo Fernandez. Back to Lionel Messi. Messi onto his left. Closed out there. Quickly won back though. Messi didn't get the free kick, but he's back to his feet. Here's Alvarez. Wide here for Simeone, who guides it across. And too close to Unai Simon, who was able to stop it in its tracks as it scaled across the 6-yard area. A nice spin of the numbers forward. It's Nico Williams. He's got 2 in options. Nico Williams goes himself as Martinez makes the parry away from goal. Well, it's end to end all of a sudden. Is absolutely upended. Is Pau Cubarsí there? Oh, it's a red card for Enzo Fernandez. A second yellow for the Chelsea midfielder. And it's a red card for Argentina. What a moment that turns this on its head so late. He was absolutely upended, Pau Cubarsí here. So cynical. So unnecessary. We said they needed to tread a very fine line, Argentina, if they're going to be aggressive. And it's just unnecessary from Enzo Fernandez. You give the referee a decision to make, and he's made it. It's a yellow, and you're already on a yellow. That's a red. Whether though, I think VAR can get involved in these. They can for second yellows. Whether VAR and Bastien Dankert will overturn the decision, but I don't feel that. It's just unnecessarily aggressive on Pau Cubarsí. Referee Slavko Vincic. I have to give credit to the referee in a tough game in a World Cup final. Full credit to him. He's refereed it absolutely exceptionally. Enzo Fernandez goes in with a challenge that's just unnecessary. Red mist descended, and Enzo Fernandez sent packing. The most recent man to get a yellow card gets another one on top of it, and that creates red. Oh, well, I don't know what Messi was complaining against Cucurella. What a turn up for the books this has been in the dying embers of the normal 90 in this World Cup final. A red card for Argentina's Enzo Fernandez. Already we're into the 6th minute of added time, but of course that will be extended because of the red card stoppage. So it's up to the referee now as to how long we've left and how long Spain have to try and find a winner now with the extra man on the field. Pedri. Laporte. Falls to Cubarsí, who's thankfully okay after that really cynical challenge. Lamine Yamal, wide on the right. Bodies queuing up in the middle. Yamal, though, gets outthought on that occasion by Tagliafico. Oh, intercepted there by Cucurella. Finding Ferran Torres, who's hacked at there. That's going to be a free kick. Torres caught late by Paredes. Free kick to Spain. What a chance this is. Yeah, Leandro Paredes. Yeah, just late on Ferran Torres. Just catches the boot of the Spaniard. And that is a free kick. Round about the edge of the D. Fairly central. Maybe slightly to the left. This could be the moment. A free kick in the dying embers could be the last kick of this World Cup final if it goes into the net for Spain. Lamine Yamal and Pedro Porro, as all the Spanish champions stand in anticipation. Is this the moment of this World Cup? We talk about late moments, we talk about late drama all the time in football. There's no bigger stage to produce a moment in the late stages. No bigger and no more pressured moment than this. Lamine Yamal and Pedro Porro over this. I like the way he's angling it. It's Yamal that's ready to take it, but it could be Porro as well. Let's see what they've got up their sleeve here, Spain. The referee making sure that everybody's in the right place. And both teams, the four-man wall, apologies, of Argentina. Ferran Torres has to be in the right place, says the referee. Here is Lamine Yamal! What a save by Emi Martinez! That was a massive save. Lamine Yamal's effort was absolutely scintillatingly perfect, but Emi Martinez was well matched to it. Corner taken quickly here. Nico Williams across, and that will call an end to normal time. So extra time it will be that will be needed to decide a winner in this World Cup. And how close was Lamine Yamal there to delivering the World Cup for Spain? How close they were to erupting into celebration, but what a save by Emi Martinez to deny them. Extra time on the way. Welcome back to World Cup 2026 as we get ready for extra time. Another 30 minutes, 2 50-minute halves, of course. Spain have come ever so close to winning it in the last seconds. That Lamine Yamal free kick that was well stopped by Emi Martinez, who's had to be absolutely unbelievable. Emi Martinez in this game. He's had to be the man almost single-handedly keeping his team in it. 10 saves. 10 saves. Unbelievable job. And that one the best of the bunch. Beautiful from Lamine Yamal. It's a fabulous free kick. What a save though. That man hasn't had his moment yet. He always has one, at least. Lionel Messi. Will he have another big moment in a final? Argentina needs someone of Lionel Messi's quality to show up to try and give them a moment late into extra time. Rodri and Messi, the two captains, again to do another coin toss for extra time. All decided, all ready to go. Another 30 minutes to enjoy. Almost 2.5 hours on from when the game got underway. Nothing to separate them. 0-0 after 90 minutes. Another 30 to 15-minute halves to come. As we get back underway, into extra time we go. The last time there was a goalless draw in a World Cup final was Brazil-Italy back in 1994. That was also held in the United States in the Rose Bowl in California 32 years ago. Brazil ended up winning on penalties. One of the 3 times that the World Cup final has gone to penalty since '94. And one of the 5 times that it's gone to extra time since 1994. Only 3 times has it finished in 90 minutes since 1994, the World Cup final. And that's the only time since then, this one, that it has gone to extra time at a 0-0 scoreline. Here's Lamine Yamal. In the balance of things, it very much shouldn't be a 0-0 scoreline. It has been very much far from parity in this game. It's been the exact opposite between the two. Spain with all of the danger, but Argentina hanging on. Literally hanging on. 15 shots, 10 on target, 23 touches in the opposition box. For Argentina, 0 shots on target, 2 touches, in the opposition box, and 0 XG with 33% possession. It has been exclusively defensive from Argentina. Not a single hint of an attack. Certainly numerically anyway. Intangible attacking chances for Argentina whatsoever. We see another shot of that free kick. Absolutely unbelievable from Yamal. They thought it was coming. He thought it was coming. I think a lot of us thought it was going to be that moment. As here comes Ferran Torres. Torres to the byline, cuts it back. Yamal couldn't stretch for it. Just got away from him. Tagliafico makes enough of that. A little bit loose there, Argentina, though. Here is Pedri. Measuring one, lifting it. Nico Williams! What a save again from Emi Martinez! Goodness me! The 11th save he's made. And a free kick for Argentina. Nico Williams. Beautiful ball in by Pedri. Clipped into the box. Williams with a little glance. Emi Martinez with another big save. Goodness me. Porro looping it forward. That one's going to bounce away. Goal kick. Another really good save. Little flick by Nico Williams. The littlest of touches, but a touch nonetheless. That could have changed it all. But Emi Martinez was well dealt with. Really well dealt with. As I said, everything that it's come at him, he has bounced it back at Spain. It's an unbelievable defensive performance. Excuse me, an unbelievable goalkeeping performance from Argentina. And their stopper. Porro. Rodri out to trying to find it to the left hand side. Marino trying to make a nuisance in the middle. Argentina work out of that, but again tries to break forward. Kubasi and Laporte quick to retrieve like they've done all evening. Nico Williams. Pedri. Rodri to Pedri. Kubasi. Remember, Argentina down to 10 men as well. Switch out to the left. Nico Williams. 2 banks of 4. Argentina defensively, and then Messi in front. The only man really committed forward for Argentina. Everybody else back defending. Look at that, a 4-4-1. Very narrow. Trying to keep them at bay. Porro going for the early cross. It's low. Torres, the spinning chance. Bobbled out and forced in. But they're going to disallow it. Nico Williams thought he'd scored it. But the referee Slavko Vincic quick to share the disappointing news to the Spanish winger. Was it a foul on Emi Martinez? Well, well, well. Let's see this again. That's not a foul. On Otamendi by Marino, and then Marino slides in. Yeah, I mean, that's not a foul either. I don't see anything in that. I don't see any issue with that whatsoever. Nothing out of that for me. Nothing for me. I don't think that should be disallowed. I don't see a foul in there. Well, Slavko Vincic was certain that it was a foul. Whether Bastian Dankert will have an issue. We see Marino and Otamendi come together a little before, and then Marino spins away. Gets to the ball first, and then Emi Martinez makes the stop, and then it's followed up and in by Nico Williams. But what I think they're suggesting is the referee has given a foul against Mikel Marino on Nicolas Otamendi and not on the goalkeeper. That looked innocuous to me at the very least. I didn't like that at all. Well, double substitution here for Spain. You're going to see Rodri coming off. Martin Zubamendi's going to be coming on. and we're going to see Aymeric Laporte come off, and we're going to see Eric Garcia for his first minutes of this World Cup. So Zubamendi and Eric Garcia on for Rodri and Laporte. Spain had 2 changes they could still make. Of course, you get the extra sub with extra time, so that's 6 in total for Spain. And Argentina still have 1 change they can make in added time. Or an extra time, shall I say. Well, if there's ever a way of needing luck, along with hard work in a final, Argentina have maybe given that with that disallowed goal, but that will even and that will further entice Spain to push forward. As Giuliano Simeone with a fabulous tackle there, but a poor pass given away to Marino. Porro. Now Lamine Yamal. Squared inside, finding Martin Zubamendi. Cucurella. Into Pedri. He will clip it into the area. Marino the target. Hooked away by Otamendi. Bouncing ball that will tangle Cubarsí and Messi. Messi frustrated. Cubarsí fouls. Free kick to Spain. I see this again. It looks awkward. It looks innocuous. I have to say it. Oh, yeah, was stood on, to be fair. Otamendi. Yeah, but it's a bit theatrical, really. Porro. Pedri. Cucurella. Nico Williams, though. Pedri. Now Porro. Porro with a deep ball in. Williams again was the target round the back. Dealt with by Molina. Cucurella plays it back here. Zubamendi. Spain continue to push. Argentina continue to fend them off for now. Pedri. Zubamendi. Cubarsí. Wide to the right hand side. Finds Lamine Yamal. Inside to Porro. Cubarsí. Yamal. He's going to hit one with a curler. That one's high and wide from the youngster. Goal kick. We're going to see the final sub of the game, Marcos Senesi. He's going to be coming on, the former Bournemouth player, now Spurs player. He's going to be coming on to replace, I believe, Julian Alvarez. It is, so he's come on for Julian Alvarez. So 6 subs have been used by both teams, so these are the teams that will carry us through, either to the end of extra time or all the way through to penalties if necessary. Martinez has already made 11 saves in this game. If it gets to penalties, surely he would be the favourite to be the main man in this shootout. Well, that could be some story. Pedri, they need to survive this though, Argentina. It's going to be constant pressure from Spain right now. From now all the way to the end of extra time. Pedri, right to Nico Williams it goes on the left. Williams with the early ball in. Marino! Just wide. Oh, Nico Williams with the ball in. What a chance for Mikel Merino. Beautiful from Nico Williams. Takes the touch onto his right. Spins it in perfectly to the edge of the 6-yard box. Onto the head of Merino, who just gets a little glance of it. And directed just a whisker wide from the Arsenal man. Huge moment. Huge moment. Pedri. Cucurella. Pedri. Not too much for Porro, but picked up by Yamal. Porro. Pedri. Spain continue to push and probe. Here is Nico Williams onto his right again. Followed on the way. Drives inside now. Nico Williams wants to hit it from range. Blocked by the back of Paredes. Now a rare out ball here for Argentina to Messi, who tries to spin one over the top. Cucurella just bundles into a man. Referee waves away any sort of claims of a foul on Giuliano Simeone, who looks absolutely bemused. But now Spain on the counter. Yamal, not the best of touches, and that one didn't stay in play. That's going to be a throw-in to Argentina, who are so angry at how that's not a foul on Simeone against Cucurella, but he's looking at the ball. I mean, he's completely looking at the ball, Cucurella. That's completely accidental. Simeone knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. It's never a foul. It's not a foul. Really, well, I have to say the referee, up until, other than the goal that should have been from Spain, he's refereed this perfectly, the referee, I have to say. I wasn't too sure about the goal, but if that's the way he's refereeing it, he saw it as a foul. It's a foul, but everything else, all the tough decisions he's made, really good calls on the referee. As Lionel Scaloni gets a yellow card, the head coach of Argentina, after his complaints for the lack of a free kick there against Marco Cucurella. Apologies, an itchy eye. 3 added minutes at the end of the first half of extra time. Nico Williams beaten to the ball there by Nehel Molina. Paredes. Launch forward from Medina, playing it back to Emi Martinez. Now into Pedri, here it comes. Finding Ferran Torres, who's well marshalled. And cleared away again by Argentina. Picked up by Kubasi. Flicked on by Zubamendi. Headed away from danger. Argentina trying to get 1 or 2 more bodies further forward. Try and help them create something of an attack here. Again, nothing outcoming for Argentina there. Here is Pedri. Pedri, hesitant on the ball, waited far too long, and Simeone tried to find Messi, who has a magnet to the ball, and Messi reverses one round the corner, one for Molina to chase. Not finding the target, but Pedro Porro sees it out for the throw. Messi carries Argentina on his back and gets them up the fields. Throw in down the left. As Medina decided, I want to take a drink. And now there's someone else dying off the ball here for Argentina. It's Tagliafico. Says he was clattered into by Ferran Torres, but those two can't agree. The referee calling for calm. And we will play on. I mean, Ferran Torres just does literally just double hand push Tagliafico to the ground, but goal kick it will be, it looks like there. It's actually a throw into Spain down the right hand side here. Last minute of the first half of extra time. Through down the line from Porro. Flicked on by Torres, cleared away. With the header there from one of the substitutes in Marcus Senesi. Getting more scrappy towards the end of this first half of extra time. The noise and singing around the stadium as of the Argentinian fans have seen the fight of their team in a defensive sense and nothing in an attacking sense. Literally nothing. As that's the first half of extra time called to an end. 15 down, 15 to go. And we We have a second half of extra time on the way. Do stay with us. Welcome back to World Cup 2026, half-time and extra time. And it is 0-0, like it has been right the way throughout this World Cup final. Are we going inadvertently to penalties? Or will we find a winning goal in the next 15 minutes? You have to say, I don't think any of us have ever seen a more one-sided World Cup final that is 0-0. It has been so one-sided. Tagliafico has issues, but no changes left for Argentina. He has to continue, otherwise they'll be down to 9 men. The graft from Argentina has been exceptional, but they've done nothing in an attacking sense. But that's what penalties are all about. You can fail to score in 120 minutes and still win a game of football. That's what penalties is all about, and I think that will be the target for Argentina. It's probably the target when they went down to 10 men. Just get to penalties and try and win it through the most hellacious way to do it, like they did 3.5 years ago, all the way to spot kicks to win it in Qatar. Will they get that far this time? Ball around the back, header, cleared away, launched into the back of the nets. Beautiful from Ferran Torres. Spain might have their moments. They might have their hero. Ferran Torres absolutely rifling it in. That is one hell of a goal. Unsavable, unstoppable. Spain 1, Argentina 0. Is it 2010 all over again? It was Andres Iniesta who did it for Spain 16 years ago. The lone man who won them their first ever World Cup. Will it be Ferran Torres whose name will be up in lights to deliver Spain their second World Cup? Spain 1, Argentina 0. Deadlock finally broken in this World Cup final. But it's this deep cross, and it's Nico Williams that just definitely heads it back across goal. Heads it back, and Ferran Torres, unmarked, untouched, in acres of space, drives onto the ball, hits it on the half volley, rifles it into the nets. Beautiful goal. Wonderful moment. History unfolding. absolutely launches the corner flag like he did the ball into the nets. And finally, the most stubborn of stubborn defences in Argentina have finally been broken. A 106th minute goal from Ferran Torres that, as it stands, would have Spain as world champions. Wow. Just wow. Is it over? Now Argentina have to go all out for it. With a man less and not a single shot to their name. Surely not. Free kick for Argentina, launched towards the box. Looked on, and that's easily into the hands of Unai Simon off the head of it, Nicolas Otamendi. Now it's about Spain. Just hold on to the lead. It's been Spain who've been on the push for the last 105 minutes. "20 shots, 12 shots on target. Not a single shot or on target from Argentina. It's as one-sided as it has ever been. Spain finally have what they probably deserve. No doubt. A little bit sloppy there. Nicely closed out. Zubamendi, who gave the ball away. Battles to try and win it back as Ferran Torres tried his hardest as well to block that forward pass. Now we'll show and see the grit and determination, hard and work rate of Spain to try and hang on to this. Switch ball out to the right. Messi takes it down with a spin. Argentina need their great man to come up with a great moment. Messi, trying to angle one out to the far right. Well dealt with. Messi tries to pick it up again. A little drop here for Senesi. No room for Medina to play forward. He's Otamendi. Trying to measure one over the top there was Senesi. That was easily brought into the clutches of Unai Simon. 10 minutes to go then. 10 minutes. Little flick back by Nico Williams. And a rifled left-footed effort by Ferran Torres. What a finish. And look at the eruptions from the Spanish box. Just pure beauty. Good hold up there from Spain, as that's going to be a foul. Mikel Merino brought down a little cynically. Free kick to Spain. And there's no rush. As Alexis McAllister got himself a booking somewhere in there. You feel that this game was only going one way for quite a long time, but massively swung in Spain's favour even further whenever it went down to 10 for Argentina. Enzo Fernandez was sent off. That really swung it in their favour even more so. Could that have been the defining moment that did just tip the scales in Spain's favour even further beyond the savable relief? The Olays are out now. The Spanish fans, for the first time in the game, probably noisier and louder than the Argentinian ones. Look at this. I mean, it's pass and move football at its greatest. This is what Spain are so good at. So good at. Keeping the ball and not allowing you to have it back. Torres measures one in behind. Williams to make the run to the byline. Runs into Marcus Senesi, who helps out defending. An offside flag was up anyway against Nico Williams. Martinez trying to steal a number of yards, but Martinez with a long kick forward. Argentina need a magical moment, to say the very least. Well, they've given it away cheaply, and Ferran Torres is in behind again, straight from the kick. Torres 2-0. The flag's gonna go up though. Flag up. Well, see this again. Is he offside? Oh, I think he... Oh, that's tight. That's tight, you know. Beautiful finish, though. Lovely finish. And the offside is confirmed by VAR quite swiftly. Molina, the way forward there as that's hooked clear. Nico Williams on the chase. Runs into a man. That's going to be a foul. Red is the one brought down, so a free kick to Argentina. 6 minutes of extra time remain. Got to throw everybody forward and try and hope they can get something on the end of this. Someone on the end of this. Long ball forward. Didn't even reach the box. Cleared away comfortably by Spain. It's all the way back to Emi Martinez. Only Ferran Torres in chase for Spain. So Argentina keep everybody up. Long switch out to Messi. Messi, lovely touch to take away from Pedri. Messi towards the edge of the area. Messi trying to direct it across, and that's headed away by Eric Garcia. And a corner will come for Argentina. Only their second corner of the game. They waste no time in taking it. Messi. Paredes back to Messi, who will lift it high, deep. Oh, it's awkward. It's onto the roof of the net. Simon seen it all the way. Too much of a curl from Lionel Messi. Goal kick. Four and a half minutes left of extra time. Spain lead by a goal to nil against 10-man Argentina. Ferran Torres' goal at the start of the second half of extra time. Now Nico Williams has won in a 1v1. He's spun inside his man. This could really finish it. Nico Williams. Oh, he's made a meal of it. I don't know what he thought he was doing there, but whatever. It didn't transpire to his... I don't know what that was all about, but it didn't work out for Nico Williams in such a dangerous place. Could have made it 2-0. Messi. Paredes. Launched forward by Tagliafico. Oh, bounce wide, trying to keep it in play. They did keep it in play somehow. Drops here for Messi, who rockets one right off the back of a man in Moreno. He's took it full whack. Fabulous block body on the line by Mikel Merino. Oh, he's taking it square in the face from Lionel Messi. He did well there. Put his body on the line, Mikel Merino. Needed to. We saw the offside against Ferran Torres a little earlier for the one that he thought he scored the second. Just offside. It was tight, like I said, but it was correctly given as offside. Lovely finish. Well, I think Argentina have a corner here. From the messy effort before the game was stopped. I don't know whether it was a corner, if it went out fully for a corner, or whether they'll just get a drop ball here, Argentina. I think they were trying to win a corner, and the referee, I think, is going to give them a drop ball. Well, it is an Argentina ball. Paredes gets the game back underway then. Spain try and squeeze and press. No chance there for Molina to launch forward. They've probably had about 2 minutes here, Argentina, if they're lucky. Sprang a goal from nowhere. Launching ball, nicely won by Otamendi. Messi, overhit through the middle. That's hooked away from Simeone's path. There's Nico Williams edging a man in the back. That's going to be a free kick. Marcus Senesi was the one that was fouled. Another free kick to Argentina, which they were going to try and take quickly, but they try and steal a couple of yards. The referee ensuring that the right spots. Messi trying to be sneaky. Referee putting him right. Free kick then. This is maybe one of the last chances, if not the last chance, for Argentina to save themselves. Little 1-2, didn't want to lift it in. Messi will go for a little run. Feints it in behind. Ball fired across! Oh, it's directed wide. I think it's Marcus Senesi that gets some contact. I don't know if it's a corner or not, but it is a corner. Oh my goodness, how close was that? Messi round the corner and Simeone fires across. Senesi throwing himself at it, and it's a corner. Messi to deliver. So there's some wrestling in the box. 30 minutes has concluded. How long is on the end of this? 5 added. So lots of time left then. Corner for Argentina. Lionel Messi to deliver again. Left-footed. Flicked on, bouncing down, bundling around the box, and we'll go behind for another corner. I think it's Medina that's on the end of this one. Goodness me. Messi having to stop the corner there. The referee not happy with something in the middle. Well. Who thought we were going to see this before the end of the game? Messi to deliver again. Another corner. Moves to the front post, flicks on. Shot! Over the bar! Oh, goodness me. Giuliano Simeone with the golden chance to level it. Hits it over the crossbar. Messi with the ball in it, flicked round off the front post, or from the man on the front post, shall I say, as it drops for Simeone. Took it sweetly, but leaning back, lifting it over the top. Goal kick. Goodness me. Wow. What a chance. There's Porro. Spain. And a eke one forward. Nicely dealt with. All the way back to Emi Martinez here for Argentina. Launches it long. Runners further forward. They want to foul there, Argentina. The bounce will drop out for a throw. Nicolas Otamendi was the one on the floor, but it Pau Cubarsí clearance sees it out for an Argentina throw-in. Messi directing it, nice ball round the corner. McAllister. Back it comes as they spring it out to the left-hand side. As the referee's going to give a foul for Spain for an off-the-ball tackle. Free kick for Spain then, as that Argentinian attack comes to a pretty disappointing end for the Argentinian side of things. You see this shot, this effort. Oh, what a chance. What an opportunity for Giuliano Simeone. You're not get a better moment than that. You surely will not get a better moment than that for Argentina. There's another shot of Carlos Alcaraz. Those of the tennis world know him very well. Multiple major champion. Free kick to Argentina here. 90 seconds of the 5 added minutes at the end of 120 minutes. Free kick lofted over the top and too close to Unai Simon. He takes a drop to the floor. Just to antagonise Argentina a little bit there, you would suspect. Long launch forward by Spain. Met well by first ball from Argentina. The body's upfield here for Spain if they want to go for it. Williams deciding to go back to Cucurella. Back now to Eric Garcia. Right to the far right hand side. Marino finding Cucurella. Spain finding space. Cucurella finding Torres. Dancing his way around tackles, but the challenge will drop the way of Argentina. And they get a free kick out of Marc Cucurella. Seconds are left. Ticking away. There might just be one last chance in this for Argentina. The reigning world champions. This is their last ditch attempt to save their title. Emi Martinez with the ball forward, bodies in the box, bounces away from the area. It's hooked clear, and that's it! It's all over! Spain are the world champions for the second time in their history. They're top of the world. Luis de la Fuente and his side have done it. They have dethroned Argentina. And have done it exceptionally, convincingly, untouchable. Lionel Scaloni and his side came with a defensive approach. But what has been produced out of this World Cup is that teams that come to defend always get outplayed and outdone. Spain came to attack. Spain came to steal the trophy from Argentina. And it has been daylight robbery on that front. Spain have made it look easy. Argentina tried to make it as difficult as they could. But the persistence from Luis de la Fuente's Spanish team has won out. Ferran Torres' rocketed effort in the 106th minute is the difference. Spain are the champions of the world for the first time in 16 years, for only the second time ever. Another golden generation is born from the watchful eye of the golden generation that did it a decade and a half ago. These young stars have finally said to the old dogs of Argentina, your day is done. And we're here to take over. Final score after 125 minutes and more of this most unique World Cup finals, most one-sided of World Cup finals. It finishes World champion Spain 1, Argentina 0. Wonderful. Wonderful for Spain. Only what they've deserved. They have been exceptional throughout this tournament. Like they did it in 2010. An extra time winner from an attacking midfielder or a striker. Ferran Torres this time with a magical moment. One man to deliver it for Spain. But Spain deserved it. I mean, there's no question Spain deserved it. From the very first minute, they took control of this game. I mean, 20 shots, 12 on target. Their last shot on target was their goal. The persistence of Spain was exceptional. They are deserving of this. 100% deserving of it. There's no question. Argentina came to defend. Argentina came to try and hold off Spain. They knew that Spain were going to have control. They knew Spain were going to dominate possession. We knew that. It was obvious coming into the game that was going to be the case. But Spain's persistence, and that's the word I will use, persistence, their ability to keep going time after time after time after time. Every time that Argentina pushed them back, forced them away from their goal, bounced the ball back towards them, they came at them again, Spain. Argentina offered nothing until the late moments. Nothing at all. If there's ever a way to show a team that deserved it, it's this. The reactions full time. Oh, and Rodri and I think there's that Medina get all up in each other's faces there. It's Nahel Molina, sorry, apologies. There's a red card also given out to Leandro Paredes after the facts. Oh my goodness me! Leandro Paredes was shown a red card for that. A wrestling move on a Spanish player. That's completely unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting behaviour. You can't do that. And listen, that's the problem with Argentina. And I've been reluctant to say it throughout this tournament, but you can't play ugly and win. You can't do it. This is an example of how it's not good for football. It's just not good. It's just unacceptable, that type of behaviour. You have to be graceful in victory and defeat. I mean, it ruins it for Argentina. Whatever they did, the hard work is destroyed by that. I mean, they have been awful this game. They stunk the place out like a bad smell. And Spain came with the air freshener and said, we'll clean this up, we'll figure this out, and we'll show what world football is all about. Spain play a style of football that you can be proud of. Oh! Just seeing a replay of that. Right round the neck of Eric Garcia from Leandro Paredes, and then a wrestling move on Gavi. I mean, that is not... I'm sorry. That is nothing to do with football. That is assault. An assault of a footballer. An assault of a human being. That is not acceptable. Not acceptable. I don't care who you are, what you are, whether you're on a football pitch or not. That is unacceptable. That's an assault of a football player. Disgusting behaviour from Argentina. Absolutely disgusting. But credit to Spain. Take nothing away from the world champions. Deserved world champions, Spain. Right the way throughout this tournament. And listen, question marks were applied to Spain right from the off in the game against Cape Verde. The 0-0 draw, and we thought, are they going to be the team that just don't get it done? You know, we saw them conquer Europe 2 years ago, and we thought, will they be able to do it on the world stage with different opponents from teams all around the world, different ways and teams to face? They have, and they've done it well. You know, the team that we thought would be the team that would walk it to the final in France, they made easy work of them in the semi-final, and then absolutely destroyed Argentina in this final. Make no bones about it, it might be a 1-0 win. But Argentina were absolutely beaten in every single area today. And the only Argentinian that I think deserves any sort of recognition is the goalkeeper, Emi Martinez, who had to make, I think, 11 saves in the end. 11 saves and still lose is so unlucky for him. But his team didn't deserve it. They didn't deserve it one bit. And credit to Spain, they did. And that's the difference. Incredible. Well done from Spain, but the scenes after the final whistle, disgusting from Argentina. What will that young fellow be feeling? Lamine Yamal, number 19, at 19 years of age, and he's conquered the world. Conquered Europe at 17, conquered the world at 19. Wonderful for Lamine Yamal. The smile on the face of Lamine Yamal, but the elation. 19 years ago, maybe 18 and a half years ago, he was pictured with Lionel Messi. He was a competition winner back then. Well, he's no competition winner now. He is a world champion and a European champion at the exact same time. Spain are the champions of the world, but not only that, they have conquered every aspect of football in the last 2.5 years. They have been sensational under Luis de la Fuente, and they're the best team in the world. It's that simple. They're the best team in the world. And credit to them. Credit to them completely. Thank you very much. What a journey this has been. What an enjoyment this has been of this World Cup. An incredible 5 weeks since the 11th of June when we opened the game with that Mexico-South Africa match, all the way back 5.5 weeks ago, to all the way to this, the final, Spain against Argentina, and the world champions are Spain after all is said and done. 104 games, 48 teams, down to just one that remains after all was said and done. Spain are the world champions. Thank you all for joining us right the way throughout the tournament, whether you joined us from the first game or just for this final. It has been fantastic to have your company. Congratulations to the world champions Spain. Say nothing about Argentina. You have to say they didn't deserve it on the day. Spain certainly did. And the European champions can now add a world champions badge to their status. Congratulations to Spain. They are the champions of the world from me and the LFS. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll be back in August for the new league season. But for now, hope you enjoyed the World Cup, and La Roja are on top of the world. Night-night. Welcome to World Cup 2026.
Ball swung in. Beautiful header from Raul Jimenez. That was pinpoint perfect. And Mexico double their lead.
And behind for Saibari. Oh, what a finish. Allison came for it and was absolutely beaten by Saibari. And that is one hell of a goal for Morocco. The shots finds the back of the net from Kyle Larin. That's the level that they've been desperate for. The man who's not long on the field. Talk about an impact substitution. Somerville on his left, trying to angle 1-0. What a finish. Gorgeous from Crescencio Somerville. Rolls it in the bottom left corner. And the Dutch are in front again. Oh, what a goal! That is a rocket! A bolt from the blue. That is wonderful finish with aplomb from Emma Mashour. Lise measuring one in behind. Mbappe! There's his moments. There's France's goal. Olise with the ball. Mbappe with the finish. Maybe a bit of poetic justice for France. Saka does well there. They could finish it here. Rashford onto his right. Rashford! 4-2. Beautiful for Marcus Rashford. England 4, Croatia 2. That is going to be game, set and match. Manzambi to Vargas! Wonderful finish. Ruben Vargas again. The difference maker for Switzerland. heartbreak for Canada early in the half. But what a start from the Swiss. Look at it, swung, headed on the front post, and it's forced in by Plata. Fabulous. Roofing the nets. And that is wonderful from Ecuador. Straight from the corner. Plata with the finish. It's Dembele onto his left again. Dembele! My goodness me! He took his first one and said, I gotta do it better. I don't know how he did it better, but he has. Norway 0, France 2, Ousmane Dembele, the Ballon d'Or holder, is on fire in this game. Wonderful postage stamp finish into the top right corner. We thought Holland was the main threat. Well, stand up and take a bow. Antonio Nusa heading into Cucurella. That's a backer, Yadabal on a plate. That was class. Absolute beauty. It was a simple sidestep finish from a Mikel Oyarzabal. And that's as easy as you like for Spain, but it had been coming. It's headed in from Ibrahim. Egypt take the lead. Cuts it back across, and that one is in by Zico. It is 2-0, and surely they're not going to disallow that one. Messi with the ball, weighted in, the header finds a way in. It's come off Christian Romero's head and into the nets. And Argentina on the scoreboard. Now the shot is in by Lionel Messi. 2-2. Ball in, header. Oh wow! Enzo Fernandez. 3-2 Argentina. Mbappe angling one. That is incredible from Kylian Mbappe. Oh, bundled by Lamens and forced home by Spain again. It's Mikel Merino again, the hero for Spain. Corner is Pedro Porro and behind. Finds the seconds. 2-0 Spain. Pedro Porro again for La Roja. And the European champions double their advantage. Spain are into the World Cup final for the first time since 2010. The European champions are on a charge to conquer the world and are now just one step away. Across it comes and in it goes from Anthony Gordon. Jolly on the spot for England, who take first blood in this semi-final. Will be Enzo Fernandez again! That is incredible! Level are the world champions. Cups his ears. Enzo Fernandez. Third time in this game he's gone from one for distance. It's third time's a charm for Enzo Fernandez. You feel like England are hanging by a thread. Ball in, and it in! It's 2-1 Argentina. It's Lautaro Martinez. They go absolutely nuts from the bench. The comeback kings, the reigning champions, once again have done it. They're into back-to-back World Cup finals, and they might go back-to-back. They're just one win away from being immortalized in World Cup folklore.